to?
Start the session?
Oh yeah, I remember. No, I don't think so. Sorry, I just need to set up one more thing for the start of the session, and then we'll be a-okay. Meanwhile, Daniel. No, actually, Johanna, I don't think you've done this before. Please describe the last proper session's events in full detail. Not the dream session, but the one before
Oh
that.
god. So I think we went to Joel Axel to ask him about the robot thingy thing.
Mhm.
He was there, definitely fully clothed. We weren't traumatized by this. What the fuck happened there? The next thing I remember is a dude in our basement in our drug basement. Me accidentally giving drugs, and everyone being traumatized.
Accidentally.
Oh god, that's a lot of.
So otherwise, the other things that happened were that you guys planned to betray Jarl Axel with your Zentrim buddies and heist his ship to steal a crystal orb, if I recall correctly, which would have allowed you to see through all of the Nimblewright's eyes, which is the robotic creature that you have determined was the source of that murder that killed that gnome. God, this plot is convoluted. So that you can see through the eyes of that Nimblewright, so that you can see, find that Nimblewright that committed the murder, and then find where it went and track it down and see who ordered the hit. Is your current plan. As far as I'm aware. But otherwise, Melanor came over. His arms fell off. So did his eyes. His eyes fell out into Fiakra's soup. Fiakra got traumatized and moved with the Wacko faction to Trollskull Tavern. Also, Fallow was traumatized. Fallow was crying, and they also moved into Trollskull Tavern with the Wacko faction. So it's a bit of a full house right now. But I believe that's basically everything that happened. Otherwise, actually, Fiaker, I wrote a list. Henry was slightly less annoying than usual for some reason. No one knows why. And that's about everything that happened that session. Vinvin here of some point is that's that troll guy who's in our group. I hate that guy. I hate Vinvin Hero Sandpoint. Anyway, so you guys, after your Gwenton and Hell, you both experienced a rather weird dream as of the last night. Whimsy, you slept like a rock. Whatever energy that stopped you from having this terrible dream, where the Gwenton, Hel, and Zoe went on an adventure in a dreamland, where they met some wonderful faces such as Chad the Halfling, Bumface, Fiacra the Changeling, and Karara Rirara, the extremely ugly goblin who could kill by people just looking at her face. And went on adventures there. You went into the modern world, discovered GergeCon, where Greg Bezos, son of Jeff Bezos, the billionaire, was holding his convention. You managed to kill Gwenton and killed everyone as a Tarask. And that's basically what happened in the dream, Camden, which was last session, when we didn't have enough players to do a proper session and everything went to shit. But, waking up from your sleep, you guys go about your usual daily schedules. You're getting ready throughout the day. If there's anything you'd like to do during the day, you can do it after this initial intro sequence. But you're all kind of getting ready for the dinner in the evening with the Castellantas, the banking family, who ripped you off and then sent Gwenton a magical letter saying, "Sorry for ripping you off. We've arrested the guy who ripped you off. please meet us for dinner. We may have a business opportunity, was the main gist of the letter. So that is this evening at the 8th evening bell, which is the 8th bell that rings during the evening, funnily enough, which is equivalent to about 8 p.m. in our world. But as Gwenton, you're walking around and getting ready, you notice that you haven't seen Zoe all day. And you wonder, I should check up on him in his room. I hope he's okay after his drug experience, his drug journey. Also, he was in my dream, and that's weird. I'm Gwenton's internal monologue now. You would decide, would you like to check up on him? Actually, I won't railroad you. You can choose not to. Okay, you walk through the hallway of Trollskull Tavern. Actually, I'll change the map over to Trollskull Tavern. And find Zoe's bedroom deserted. You notice a few things about Zoe's bedroom. I cannot hear Gwenton. Daniel, you're not audible on the stream yet again. You probably just have to change your input device on Streamlabs because of your multiple microphones. I'll wait for you to figure that out, actually, because... no, actually, I'll just describe it. But the... Fiacre, let us know if you can hear Daniel now. The window of the room is wide open, and everything is left. Everything has been changed back to the way that it was before Zoe moved in. So everything is very tidy. The sheets, or what you would call sheets, the medieval blankets are there. All right, you're audible now, Daniel. The sheets are nicely folded and everything, and there's a note on the bed, neatly folded up. Would you like to check the note?
I would like to, yes.
Okay, if I could ask everyone to just put the bot to 200% volume, because this might be quite quiet.
It's gonna make it incredibly loud right now.
I don't think it is. I think it's gonna be pretty. I think it's actually gonna be quite quiet. But we'll see.
Dearest friends, as I've spent time with you, I've begun to learn more about myself. I've admired your strength and your bravery, and you've inspired me from the very start. While I've had our disagreements, I've grown to appreciate each of you. Henry's humor, Gwenton's protection, and Whimsy and Hal's care for me. However, this next part of my self-discovery must be performed on my own, and so I've decided to begin on my next journey alone. I'll see you again when fate decides this best. Goodbye, my friends.
That is the letter that you read. Thanks, Ian, my main man.
That is amazing.
I hope that was audible enough on stream.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
god.
That was
I'll also... I can send in a text transcript just in case anyone needs it for anything. I'll just put it into, I don't know, the Forbidden Lands on our Discord in case anyone wants to read it for whatever reason. So that letter is left on Zonath's bed.
That is... Sorry, so... Oh, that's so cool. I'll pick the note up
Mm-hmm.
and slowly walk over to Hel's room.
Okay, I'd say Hel and Whimsy, because they were both sleeping in the same room. I can't quite remember whose room they were sleeping in, but I'll say for the sake of simplicity, it was Hel's room. And they'd both be getting kind of ready, just, I don't know, organizing some things for the big dinner in the evening, both in the room. You enter.
Yo, I just silently hand who's ever closest the note.
Okay, I'd say that would probably be Hell.
I take the note and turn my back on you, and or like try to push you out of the room and close the
I'll
door.
just walk out.
Hell is very territorial about her room.
Well, no, she just doesn't like Quentin anymore.
Wait, is that because of the drugs? Is that what
That's
happened?
because of
Because
the
it
dead
did sunflower.
Oh. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
start reading the letter.
Yeah, you managed to relatively quickly. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
redo the but you read Quentin's farewell letter.
And I silently hand it to Whimsy and just sit on my bed and start crying.
Oh.
Listen,
I'll
Hell
sit
had
with
a
her
rough few days.
And Quentin comes in and just decks Hell in the face and goes and leaves. No, but Whimsy and Hell sit relatively quietly on the bed together throughout a good bit of time. I'll let the imagination decide how much time that would be. Is there any chores or anyone like shopping or meeting someone or anything I have said anything that anyone 3 times. That anything that anyone would like to do before the dinner at 8 p.m. Or is there any preparation you'd like to do for the dinner? I don't know what kind of preparation you could do, but anything.
Do we know anything about this family in general? Like, what's their reputation around town besides just owning the bank?
You can make me a history check to just think of what you recall about them because they're pretty famous, or you could make an investigation check to do a bit of research, and that would probably be with advantage, the investigation check, because you'd be actually doing bookies and stuff.
Okay. I think it went.
Possibly, but Quentin rolled 200d100. So I think the forge is kind of broken for a second for me.
Wait, is it not working for you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
The roll hasn't come up for me.
Oh, I think it's going. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right. Oh, you rolled disadvantage, but I'll just take the higher roll, which is the 22. So just with an hour or two's worth of research, you managed to discern some things about the family. Let me just see my notes so that I do this properly. Actually, I can take out a physical book. Crazy shit.
Ooh.
Give me 1 second. So the Castellantas are a very wealthy and famous young couple within Waterdeep. They're known for the fact that they're both in roughly their mid to late 30s, but they have single-handedly built a banking empire across Waterdeep, and are currently one of, if not, well, no, yes, one of the richest families in Waterdeep. They have a lot of influence. They're known for rather unscrupulous business activities, and they what's something else I want to say. They're very rich. I've already said that part. Otherwise, they live in Castlelanta Estate, which is a vast manor in Waterdeep's Castle Ward, which is the nicest ward. And other than that, one last thing. You know that they're notoriously to employ exclusively tieflings in their have tieflings in their employ. They claim that they also do a lot of charity work, and they claim that the employment of the tieflings is for charity, to help the more downtrodden in society. So, which tend to be tieflings. So they're trying to bridge that racial gap by employing exclusively tieflings, where they might not be able to get jobs in other sectors. But that's about what you know.
What did you say about their business practices? Like bad, good, iffy?
They're not bad. Like there's nothing incriminating. They're just very direct, hard-mannered, driven, and like ruthless is the word. Like ruthless business practices. I mean, they are bankers, so what else can you expect? Am I right?
Yeah.
So is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
Probably move Fala in, if she hadn't already.
Oh yeah. Sorry. What are you doing, Gwenton? Sorry. I was reading the Twitch chat. I was seeing Big Fiag talking about the book. This book, the Waterdeep one that he lent me, and I never gave back. What were you saying about Fala?
Moving her in.
Oh yeah, she would have moved in into one of the rooms. I'd say she could probably at this point I'd say she would have moved into Ozma's old room. Because that's the freest room. And when she moved in, which would have been last night, she wouldn't have Zoe would have still been in his room, so she wouldn't have been able to move in there. So she would have moved into Ozma's room. And then the child Fiacra would now be taking up Zoe's room, because that's where he was kind of sleeping already, and now he's there. And Reggie's sleeping with you, Gwenton, and Shauna sleeps in Whimsy's room, I believe. And there's no one sleeping in the basement anymore. You're definitely running a packed house right now. So would you like to check up on Fala, or it's up to you?
But did we take a we took a rest, right?
Yeah, everyone take a long rest if you haven't already.
Thank you.
Replenish everything. So Gwenton, as you go over to her their room, sorry, you notice the door is locked. You didn't think there were locks in the tavern or in the manor. They were never installed. But that door is definitely not budging. Oh no, what's in the quotes channel? I didn't know it was your first, Daniel. What? What's that from?
From Twitch. I replied to him saying he killed me in my first campaign.
Okay, so the door is locked. Do you do anything?
I will calmly approach the door, then kick it.
Okay.
No, I'll just knock on it.
Okay. Oh no, you can't hear this. Wait, give me a second. You that was so worth it. You clop, knock on the door, and you hear a bit of shuffling, and the door, you hear a couple chains undo, bit like in that moment in Skyrim when you meet that old guy in the basement. I love that moment. There's all the locks and chains, and there's a lot opening, and the door, after about a minute of standing there, opens and slowly creeps open, and you see just one of Fala's eyes looking out at you. And once they get a look at you, they open the door and kind of run up, well, not run up because there's not much space between you, but kind of excitedly embrace you and said, "Oh my god, I thought it was one of those bloody vampires. I'm glad it's not.
Yeah. How is it?
But you can see behind them. You can see the room. Ozma's relatively plain room has turned into a not a moratorium. What's a moratorium? A place with lots of plants in them. There's plants all over the place. Lots of potted plants, non-potted plants, some plants just lying around the place. And you notice in the back a exquisite pot filled with these beautiful yellowish, bluish, sparkling sunflowers with these like blood red seeds. They're very good looking. Like they're striking to the eye, and it's the first thing that you notice. Anyway, once you say how's it going, like the true flirter that you are, Fala says, "Oh, it's been better, you know. Things are it's a bit scary, but the plants are here as a distraction. Um, I." And they kind of turn their back to you and walk over to the pot of sunflowers, and picks them up, and then walks back and kind of hands them to you, and says, "Could I saw your argument yesterday. It was just as I'd arrived with Hel when you gave her that dead sunflower. That you really need to be a bit more courteous, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
I just thought maybe she'd appreciate these. Don't you can say I grew them, but don't tell her that I was the one who gave them to you. I just act like you thought of it yourself. Act a bit empathetic, Quentin. I mean, you're a lovely guy, but God, you can be thick sometimes.
Yeah.
In the head."
Oh no.
Glad you clarified.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Don't die. Oh.
I'll try. Yes.
We should think of like a secret knock. So like, if someone does that secret knock, then you open the door. But if they don't do the secret knock, you don't open the door.
Okay. I actually already thought up one of these. Okay.
Okay.
How about this?
Just continuous knocking until you are. Actually, that could work because unless you're being really annoying, then people don't really just like.
Well, or unless they're trying to break in.
Yeah, that too.
Unless they're like soldiers trying to round you up and shoot you. So, what do you think of the secret knock?
I think it's very good.
All right, cool. Let's use it. Don't forget the exact rhythm. I know you just said that it's a continuous knock, but it's not. It has a
Was it
rhythm.
not? I wasn't really. Yes. Yes.
Rhythm. Don't, Quentin. You're getting very cheeky with me.
I wouldn't know, to be honest.
Well, it was lovely. It was lovely having you over. I must attend to Magnolia back there.
Do you
Oh.
have a quill and a piece of parchment
Why?
to write a letter?
Two?
Hell. I'm just gonna say sorry, then put it in.
Don't worry, I've already got it ready for you.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful, flowery writing. Just the words "sorry, hell" written on them. There you go. You can sign it yourself.
Granton.
Wenton. All right. Well, anyway, as I said, I must attend to Magnolia and Blossom.
Bye.
By the way,
Oh yeah.
what's your opinion on dogs?
They taste quite nice. No, I don't.
and the door just slams in your face. And that's the door slams in your face. You can hear a couple of locks relocking.
I'll just take the plant, put it outside Hell's room quietly, then play with.
I assume put the note as well.
Yeah, the note. Yeah.
Okay. So after a while, Hell, you do see the plant. It's a nice gesture. I'll let you think about how you'd react to it in accordance with Quentin. But yeah. Is there anything else anyone would like to do? Dab if you say no. Yes, Camden, what would you like to do? Alright, let's get on with the session. So you guys gather up in the evening. Are you dressing in anything nice, or are you dressing in your usual rotten adventuring gear?
I think we should dress in something nicer.
Yeah,
We should
yeah.
go to
Dress
something
nice, but
nicer.
still have all of our armor on.
Yeah.
So are you going in with armor? Because if you're going in with armor, it wouldn't really... I mean, unless you dress nicely underneath the armor, in which case you couldn't really see anything.
I have a nice robe that I can put over that from that bitch that we burned.
Well, to be fair, oh yeah, you guys all have like leather armor, so that's true. So Whimsy has some nice clothes. If Gwenton or Hell, I don't believe you guys would have any like
I mean, I
suits or
have
anything.
fine clothes, like, as a thing.
Hell has fine clothes.
Yeah.
Gwenton, you wouldn't have anything nice. So if you want to buy a set of nice clothes, I'd say that would be about 2 gold.
Ooh. Could I get like just a really nice looking leather armor, and in the middle just there's like an emblem of like a tree that looks like something I don't know.
A
That
tree
would
with
be-
a really nice
Like a
hole in
Gwenton-
the middle, or
No,
That would be
didn't mean like that.
a suspiciously vagina-shaped hole in the middle of the tree. That would be a custom tailoring, which would take roughly a 10-day to achieve, and I'd say about 15 gold pieces. So just for the day, you wouldn't be able to get that. You'd have to just get a generic suit for tall people, or fine clothes. Actually, how much do fine clothes cost in 5e? Because that 2 gold was off the top of my head, but it could be anything really. Could be like 10 gold for all I know.
I hope not, because I only have 3.
Oh,
Well,
it's
7.
15 gold pieces for fine clothes, which means that the custom tailoring would be about 30 gold
No,
pieces.
I wash my leather armor and then go in that.
Okay. You could get a dyeing service, maybe dye it a different color for a gold piece, I'd say.
Well, I already have it red because it's stained with blood.
oh
Actually, no,
no.
I wash out.
So you're not washing it, is what you're
I
saying.
do wash it. I do wash it.
Okay, so it's not red.
No,
It's leather colored, brown.
exactly.
Mark and Baker are having an argument in the Twitch chat about thickness and various other things. Anyway, you guys head via car. Actually, how would you like to get to the place? If you'd like to make an impression, it might be good to hire a carriage, or you could just walk like you usually do in your nice clothes and get them a bit muddy and shitty, because it is the evening and it's medieval fantasy times. Or you could try getting a carriage, which might cost a bit of money.
And
I don't
cool,
really
just-
have money.
Yeah.
That's true, you don't really have money. I'll just check quickly in my Epic Dungeon Master's Guide how much it may cost to take a I can't remember where it is in the Dungeon Master's Guide, I'll just look it up.
quick question. Why are we going here again?
Business deal. Also, offer of potential loan and money. Something you seem to direly need. So you're just walking, right? So it wouldn't actually be that much. It would be, let me look at the map quickly. A carriage, would be roughly about, how many feet is a mile? American?
I don't know.
You
That's
don't even
really
know your-
bad.
5,280.
No, the metric system makes
Um,
so much more sense.
Okay, so the city cab would be actually quite cheap. It would be about 6 copper pieces. Just to
6 copper.
get to. Yeah, it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be a high quality one, but it would be faster and it would be more prestigious than just walking throughout the entire city.
Let's do that.
So up to you guys.
I can pay for that.
Are you sure it's real?
Cool.
It's a lot.
So you guys get. You guys get in the carriage leading down south through the castle ward. It's being helmed by a gnome with a big white beard. He introduces himself as Billy Bob Billy, and he seems to have no teeth. But he leads you to the Castellanta estate. Now, I set up these maps a while ago because I thought you guys would be doing this much earlier than you ended up doing it, because I had a whole plot line where Ozva had like a whole thing with these guys, and then Jack left the group. So the plot line kind of had to be thrown out, but I need to quickly just check out that everything's a-okay. Which it should be. I really hope I set up all the walls correctly and everything. Because otherwise this may be a slight disaster. But I will be. It's also really laggy on this map, I've now noticed. And I think I know why. Also, Henry's with you guys as well. Forgot to mention that.
Hey, Henry.
He's
Hi
awfully
there.
quiet.
I forgot I was here before, to be honest with you. I'm Henry, by the way. Anyway, you are greeted with large gates, which kind of magically open, and you are let in to the greater building. And you see standing in the doorway is a tiefling, an old tiefling man. He has long white hair, slicked back. He looks like he's on the verge of death. He looks about 90. He's very gaunt. He's got a very gaunt red face, kind of chipped away horns, and a little kind of pedo stash on his top lip. And he says, "Hello, welcome to Castellantia." Can you guys hear this voice all right, by the way? Because apparently this microphone doesn't pick up many voices. "Welcome to Castellantia Estate. I trust you are the Wacko faction that my masters, Victorio and Amalia Castellanta, have called upon."
That is I. Us. We.
I'll just bring you into the waiting room here, and just wait for, I believe Lady Castellanta will come down and pick you up. Don't break anything while you're here, please. Thank you. And he leads you in to the what he referred to as the meeting hall. It's got a lovely piano in it, which is rather charming. My forge is no longer working. Oh no, I fixed it.
Greg, I can't see the black.
Go to the
That's
very
that's
bottom
just
right.
that's
Maybe that.
Oh,
it's
there it is. Okay.
oh wait, what weird thing around it? Yeah, that was my fault. I got rid of you for some reason. Um, but for some reason you've got that weird layer around your token now. Token.
Okay.
Token. That's fine. I don't know how that got there, but it's there now. Anyway, so he leads you in. You guys, it's a bunch of shelves, with various treasures. Nice enough treasures. And a grand black piano. A tiefling, who appears to be the butler, says, "Well, I trust you to be good and patient. I'll get Lady Castellant here now." And he walks away, off to where you don't know where he may be going. And you, is there anything you'd like to do, or are you just waiting peacefully? Dab if you want to wait peacefully.
Why are you doing this?
Alright, Camden. So, what would you like to do?
Please.
I didn't. That cut out at the end, and I assume you were complimenting me. Anyway, you, you wait around for a bit, when suddenly, this door over here, opens up, to be examined up. Let me just 1 second, lads. Where? A young girl and young boy. The young girl is blonde hair. Young boy is kind of light brown haired. They both seem to be around the age of 9 or so. And they seem to be running along and playing, and you see this kind of childlike innocence in them that you haven't seen in a while. They seem very happy and privileged. They kind of run through, they're wearing pretty nice clothes, and they're like, oh, Alex, no, Amador, where's your bug? And a general, kid talk. And the girl is like, that I don't think you could hear that because the Discord didn't go through, but it was a great childish laugh. And the boy kind of goes up to you, Gwenton, and he's like, "Wow, you're tall."
I am, yes.
You must be at least two times as tall as father, or 3 times as tall as mother. At that moment, the doors at the top here open up. And King woman walks in. She's wearing kind of burgundy robes, burgundy and gold robes. She has her black hair tied up in a bun. She is, well, not quite black. I'd say a dark brown hair. She's strikingly beautiful. Got massive bazongas as well. That's a lie. She doesn't have massive bazongas. Well, no. Anyway, I was about to go on a talk about how she has average size bazongas. But I decided against it. But she looks very very posh, if you will, and she comes in and she's like, "There now, Alex. Don't. Fucking hell, my brain is shutting down. Don't bother the visitors. Run along now." And the boy named Alex and the young girl whose name he didn't catch run back out the door they came in, and the for simplicity's sake, the lady says, "Hi, I am Amalia Castellante. I am the lady of this house. I'm wife to Victorio Castellante. I trust the journey here has fed you well."
It was
Fed
exquisite.
us.
Oh wait, what did you say, Camden?
You said he fed us?
She said, I suggest the journey fared you well. I just don't
Oh,
pronounce
okay.
it because I'm English. But she says, "That's fantastic. I hope you don't mind, but I invited a guest, a close friend of mine, Lisa von Hinden, to our dinner. She is a successful noblewoman here in Waterdeep, and she was very keen on meeting you. So, shall we head to the dinner table? Do you have any requests before we go in? Any dietary requirements?" Okay, well, we'll let you know we are a vegan household here, so we only serve um we have fake meat imported straight from Luskan. It's actually quite high quality. Tastes just like the real thing. Some people say it doesn't. Some people say it doesn't really taste like the real thing, but I say it does. You could say it's impossible Whopper. But anyway, let's go to the dinner table. And she leads you in through her through their beautiful abode, into a large kind of not candle room. What's a candle room? Just a large kind of landing room, where guards. You do notice that there are guards posted at certain points around the house, and then she leads you in to what seems to be a dinner room. Sitting at the dinner room, two unfamiliar figures, to be this. I don't actually have. I'll just use this symbol for now. Oh, sure, yeah, it's a half. So there's I can't do that. I'll put the halfling token. Try. Yeah, sure. It's just to signify that there is someone there, but it's a once again rather good-looking, rather happy-looking man around the same age as Amalia Castellanta. You assume he is Victorio Castellanta. They look strikingly similar, almost like siblings or something, but you know that incest never happens in noble families. But he's also very handsome. He's got a beard, a kind of side part, and also kind of blue and gold robes, silk, beautiful robes. But sitting across the table from him is a woman with raven black hair, long raven black hair. She's dressed very emo, very goth-y. She's got a kind of she's got a kind look to her though, apart from the goth thing. She's got a kind of a friendly round face, and like the general goth stuff, like black eyeliner, black hair, black clothes. She is less angular than the other two, but she knocks them out of the park beauty wise. This is just you all feel very self conscious. All of these people around you are very beautiful, especially the woman dressed in black, who you assume is Lissa von Hinden, and who Amalia Castellanta confirms is Lissa von Hinden. After she introduces you, she says, so, Mako faction, this is my husband, Victorio, and this is my wife, Amalia. No. She doesn't say that. This is my husband, Victorio, and this is my friend I mentioned, Lissa von Hinden. She is a noble from out east. As I said, she is very interested in meeting you all. And Lissa von Hinden stands up to kind of greet you, gives a little curtsy, comes up and kisses you each on the hand. Gwenton, you notice that she stays a bit longer in your hand when kissing, and then puts it back down. Let us dine. We have a 5-course meal prepared. The overall, 6-course, of course, for you guys. We don't usually count pudding as a course, but this is Amalia speaking, by the way, in case you weren't aware. We are very happy to have you here, and we would love to small talk a bit. So, Gwenton, we've looked a bit into your history. You were in a tribe, yes, that was massacred.
Very
Did you do that?
No. I mean, no.
Well, you know, there's not enough good people here in Waterdeep. I'm glad that you didn't commit genocide, because, you know, half the people in this damn city would do it without a second look, you know?
Yeah.
Whimsy, you are close with Gwenton, yes? And Lissa, kind of leans in and says her first word that she's said since you walked in, and she's like, "Not too close, are you?"
No, Gwenton's raised me since I was about 9.
How old are you, Gwenton, if I may ask?
You know, just ripe old age of 400.
Interesting. She seems weirdly not taken aback. Like she's seen a fair share of old people. And Victoria pipes up and is like, "And hell, you are you were part of a circus, yes? I know the circus owner personally. Lovely chap, I would say. Yes, comes by here every now and then."
Oh, good to know. He's invited tonight, is he?
No, don't worry about it. No, he's out of town. He's currently down south in Baldur's Gate. He'll be back up in the next few 10 days, though. He told me. You know, he's got a very memorable face, but not that memorable a name. Can you just remind me what he's called?
Well, I don't know his name anymore.
Ah, damn. We'll just call him Richie for now. So we go back. You know, we went to college together in Waterdeep, the academy. Very prestigious college. We went into different firms though. I kind of went into banking while he went into circus management. One of the lesser known courses at the academy. Something not many people usually take, but it seems to have worked out for him. And clearly, he's got a very capable employee under his wing. Are you still with him?
No, I actually haven't for quite a while.
Oh.
You mentioned that you're quite close with him. Would you, by any chance,
Yes.
know if there's still a tiefling working for him?
Well, as far as I remember, there are a good couple of tieflings. Can't think of. Can you give me a more accurate description? He might have
My
mentioned.
my mother? Yellow hair.
Yellow, yeah,
horns.
yellow tiefling. I seem to remember something. He told me, yes. He called her a yellow thunder. Said she was luscious. A weird guy all around. I can see why neither of us remember his name. He's a bit of a weird chap, but he did
He's
mention
something
something.
special. Yes. What did he mention? Do you, by any
Oh,
chance,
just
remember more?
he just mentioned her existence. Said that she was exquisite at what she does. As far as I'm aware, she would still be with them. I feel like he would come to me crying if she wasn't.
Good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I feel like that's enough small talk for now. Would it be okay if we lay down business? And his brows kind of furrow, and his expression changes from friendly to business. And he kind of leans forward and leans his head on his two hands and goes, "So, recently a man named Guillermo ripped you off. Gwenton, I believe you were the individual who he ripped off. You you tried to take a loan from him. He caused a very predatory thing where he bought your house. To be fair, you probably should have read. Can you read, Quentin?
Yes, I can read in multiple languages, in fact.
Well, you probably could have read the lease, but still it doesn't change the fact he was committing various crimes by saying that he owned your property after he took out a loan. And we'd like to offer a job as recompense and a good bit of money. What are you interested? It would not be a small job, I have to say. It would put all of your lives at danger, and it would definitely be long term. Maybe not like some of the smaller time work that you do, and it may give you a lot of enemies. But we are in dire need, and we thought you seem trustworthy enough from the profiles that we wrote up about you. You seem to get the job done.
It's definitely something we would be interested in. Luckily, our favorite thing is putting our lives on the line.
That's good. It might be more dangerous than anything you've done before, though I don't know everything about you. Or do I?
To be honest, we don't really have anything to lose, so if the payment is well enough.
Well, I must get serious for a second here. So me and Amalia, right? We discovered that we gained the attention of some nefarious forces. Devils, to be exact. None other than Asmodeus, the king of all devils, leader of the entire nine hells. He wanted to buy our souls for an insurmountable amount of cash. Though we didn't want to give our souls to a devil. And so we declined. And what does he do next? He places a curse on our family. He says he will claim the souls of our children unless we give him one shy of 1,000,000 dragons. That's 999,999 dragons. We have mortgaged many properties, sold off all our investments, but we've only just gotten over half of what we need, and we need another half. Though we have done some researching, and the previous Lord of Waterdeep before L'Oreal Silverhand, Renaer Neverember, no, that's his son's name, Dagult Neverember, was Open Lord here, and he stashed away an insurmountable cash, 500,000 gold pieces, it's rumored. somewhere underneath the city. The vault's location is unknown to many, but we want your help in finding it.
How much money do we get?
What say you? We will give you 10% of the profits. 50,000 gold pieces, that's all we can afford. And 5,000 gold pieces up front. If you say no, no. Well, if you say no, fair enough. But if you accept our money and then betray us, we will send every mercenary, soldier, and being under our command that we can muster, and we will slice you up until you're served as sushi.
Can we maybe get a moment to talk about that, like just us, the Whack Affection? Can we maybe
Sure.
go outside for a
Funny
second?
name, by the way. You can step into our reading room. Just over there. And you see the tiefling butler who apparently was in there the entire time, but he kind of blended in. Leads you out of that room, and down there, and then through a vast library, and then into a small little reading room with windows. So discuss. Go ahead.
If we're gonna do this, we're
yeah.
not gonna betray them.
Absolutely, I agree. And something else that's kind of put me off is they're quite obsessed with tieflings for someone who has been cursed by Asmodeus.
Mm.
Tieflings are the children of Asmodeus, if I'm correct.
They are they're descended from devils, whether it be half humans, half devils, cursed by devils, just children of angry, mean parents. They're intertwined with devildom, and Asmodeus is the strongest of all devils.
Right. I think it's a really good deal. But I think it'll lead to something that's way over our heads.
Definitely.
As we're talking, I go up to this room. No, I can't. There. Up to that door and just open it quickly to make sure no one's listening.
Okay. You quickly open it. There's no one on the other side. No one in the library at all, in fact.
Close it. Okay, let's. So, what do we think?
I want to do the job. Because that's in our capabilities, but what if they pay their debt to Asmodeus, and then he takes that on us because we helped them?
We are pretty
You
strong.
would know that the main flaw of devil, well, don't know if it's a flaw, but they're extremely lawful. So if they say they need a debt and it's paid off, even though it's an insane amount of cash, they'll honor that debt and then treat it as a business transaction. They might have some loophole, which means they come and kill you, but usually it wouldn't really be a thing with devildom
Okay.
and their hierarchy.
I want to know why they were cursed in the first place, though.
Oh yeah.
Or why Asmodeus wanted Victoria and Amalia's souls. Because they weren't
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
cursed until they denied him of their souls.
While we're at it, we could figure out why they are so obsessed with tieflings.
Oh, Camden was frozen there, and now
Yeah.
she's frozen again. But I think she's okay. Oh, she's back! Wow. Crazy. Alright, are you guys heading back to the dinner table, or is there anything else?
Oh, before we
Yeah.
leave, if we can speak to one just at a time, I might be able to charm them into giving us more information. And when I
Let's-
say charm,
let's-
I mean magic, not my good looks.
Right, but
What
let's
else
lead
would
with the
charm
good
them?
first.
Alright.
Yeah. Let's keep away from using magic on these people.
Alright.
While we walk out,
so-
I just want to pull Quentin a
go
bit
ahead.
back and just say thank you, and then immediately follow. Like, also leave.
Quentin feels chuffed. Okay. So then you guys return. Whoops, wrong button. Return to the dining room. I'm going to, for the sake of not exploding my computer, go off of the dining room now. If you guys are going to any other locations, I'll put you back, just so you can see the map. But for now, I'm just going back to the Waterdeep map. Victoria, they're enjoying their second course right now. And Victoria says, "Come, we have vegan rashers. They're a delicacy in the West. They are delicious. They taste just like real bacon. Anyway, have you come to a decision?
I believe we have.
Perfect. Is there any more information you need? Anything to
Yeah.
quell your doubts?
I just wanted to know why you and your wife were approached about your souls in the first place.
Listen, I'm not proud about this, but me and Amalia were young. I was 16, she was 15. We were rebellious teenagers who wanted away from our protective parents, and so we decided to do a bit of devilcraft for fun. Turns out we were a lot better at it than we thought, and Asmodeus was contacted. He gives a chuckle to that, a kind of sad but surprised chuckle that he managed to achieve that. I never thought we could do something like that, so I never thought the ramifications were so grave. He was angry at us, that we didn't sell him his souls, that we didn't want anything to do with him because we were scared out of our fucking pants, if you mind my Elvish. But it was terrifying, and we didn't want to sell our souls to this archdevil, so we fled. And then he cursed our poor children that when they turn 10, their souls will become his. And we don't want that, because then they'll die, or become devils, or something worse.
Of course. And, Lisa,
Yes.
we haven't spoken much, but something about you seems familiar. Where are you from?
I'm from East. Let me just look it up on a map. So I do know where she is, but I can't remember what it's called.
Or do I recognize her in any way?
Make me I'll say history, just as I'll use history checks as just general memory checks as well.
Okay.
For now.
Well, if my character sheet.
Um, that's a no, I don't. You wouldn't think that you've seen her anywhere before. Though she's got like her face is familiar in the way that it is like really striking and kind of friendly, but it's not familiar in a way that you would have met her before. But she says, "I come from out east, in the High Forest, a small little lordship there. But I've since, with my family, moved to Waterdeep and started our own business. Why do you wonder?"
It was just something about you that seems familiar. I apologize.
Well, there's something about you that draws me in.
Like what?
Anyway, Victoria. I mean Victoria, sorry, not Victoria. More like Victoria's Secret, am I right? That's a joke you don't have in this world. um, I thank you for the dinner. And the scintillating. just saw a dog fly into Daniel's frame, and then his camera instantly went off.
God.
Just saw a little face here and then just gone. It's like Daniel was just killed by a dog. I hope you get well soon, Daniel. If you would ever like to meet me, I can give you my address. And she hands you a little business card type thing, whimsy. I'm very available if I want to be. Hopefully we'll see each other soon. And she turns her back and leaves after giving her proper farewells to Victoria and Amalia. Victoria says, "So, is everything in order? Are we? Do we have a deal?"
Okay.
I'd say so. I think we do.
Gwenton, do we have a deal? Stop looking for your dog, you idiot.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, the 5,000 gold pieces will be transferred to your home, in due order. I'm excited to, see you there.
Thank you.
Well, it'd probably be good, actually, now that I remember, to give you some leads for the investigation.
That would help.
Yes, possibly. Let me just look through my notes of various things I know about the investigation.
Guess he forgot about the investigation. Oh.
My damned thing did its thing, where it goes away.
Well, that's normal by now.
It is, it's true. I don't know why it happens. 1 second, sorry.
So,
I'll wait for Daniel, because this is rather important.
Like just 1 minute, sorry.
It's gonna be literally 1 minute. Oh, Victoria starts speaking. So, hell, that circus man of yours, how did you join the circus?
Well, my mother always worked for the circus, and I just, joined, obviously.
Oh, so you were born into the circus?
Yeah.
Just like those prison babies.
Pretty much.
You know, those babies that are born in prison and then grow up in prison?
Yeah, it pretty much fits. Would you maybe
that
not
sounds
mention
awesome.
to, however we called him, I think Richie, that I was
Richie.
here?
Oh, of course not. Is he bothering you? Do you want us to sort him out? We've got near unlimited resources.
I think I would
can
like to
kill
handle
him.
that myself.
That was only a joke. We won't kill him, but I swear we can shut him up.
I might need to come back to that.
No worries. If anyone's bothering you, oh, of course, another thing. I should have mentioned this before, but if you need anything, just let us know. Whether it be armed guards, a bit of money to fuel into the operation, as long as it's going towards the operation or is helping you achieve it, we are glad to help. And of course, as long as it is within an acceptable parameter. For example, don't ask for a ginormous bouncy castle in the sky, because we won't be able to give you that, unfortunately. But if you need men, you need a bit of money, you just need political favor, we're here to help. Just don't abuse it, or we will have to kill you. um. Anyway, Victoria, what were you saying? Yes, thank you, Amalia. I was just letting you know some details. I hope you're keeping notes here, because this is very important for your mission. The artifact needed to open the vault. Now, we are not sure how it opens, but it is called the Stone of Golor. It's a stone, a greenish stone with 3 eye sockets in it. We used to think that we are in possession of one of these eyes, which means you would only need to find 2 of the eyes for us. For I'm sure you understandable reasons. We will be keeping the eye until you find the 2 eyes and the Stone of Golor, in case it goes missing in your combat. If all 3 eyes are put into that stone, it is said that it will show you the place to Neverember's secret vault, and then it can be opened, meaning that you get the 500,000 dragons. What is within that vault is unknown to us, or as far as I'm aware, anyone else in Waterdeep. Any questions? Are you sure you are after the challenge? We wouldn't want you pussying out.
Of course. Do you have any leads on where these eyes might be?
There are main players in Waterdeep. I can think of where to start. Not sure specifically where. There are only 2 you need to find, and the stone. The location of the stone I have no idea of, and that'll have to be your investigation. But the eyes will be with one of the big factions, as there have been wars going on about these eyes. Are you familiar with the Xanathar-Zhentarim conflict between the Xanathar Guild and the Zhentarims? That's over one of those eyes. The Zhentarim stole one of those eyes, and conflict broke out across the streets. So as far as I'm aware, the Zhentarim may have one, though it may have been stolen back by the Xanathar Guild or different people. But I'll just list you the main players and who might have it. So we, of course, have one eye. I would like to call myself one of the main players. The Zhentarim, the Dark Network. I believe you are in business with the Zhentarim. Something I'm aware of, don't worry, but you are not in business with the Zhentarim that's at war with the Xanathars. You are in business with a different sect, the main sect of the Zhentarim. There's very important politics in this city. The Splinter sect, which is at war with the Xanathar Guild, is a splinter thing, not connected to the main Zhentarim. They're their own rebellious little faction. The main one is who you are allied with, who are not currently at war with the Xanathars, and as far as I'm aware, would not be interested in keeping the eyes. They are more of just a general mercenary network, while the Splinter Zhentarim have more of a hateful and nefarious purpose. Next is the Xanathar Guild. Their eye was stolen from them, but they could have taken it back or taken a different one. They are the biggest gang within the city, so they have many contacts. And last but not least, there would be Jarlaxle Bernray, the drow, atop that ship. He may have one of the eyes. He has been causing chaos since he has arrived within the city, and very well could have stolen an eye, or even the stone for all we know. But those are all our leads on locations. There is actually one more thing. I wasn't sure about if I should let you know, but you know the attack on your very own alley that left about a dozen people dead. The reason for that attack was a little gnome, a gnome named Dalakar, who stole the eye from the Xanathar Guild. He proceeded to try and meet Renaer Neverember in Trollskull Tavern, though he was blown up by a fireball, a necklace of fireballs to be exact. This, of course, left many others dead and a building in ruin. But whatever blew him up got what it wanted, because I sent in some inside guards, and there was no eye left. Actually, no, it wasn't the eye. Sorry, it was the stone itself that he was carrying. And that mechanical creature stole that stone. And it could be anywhere. We do not know who it belongs to, but you just need to track down that mechanical creature. And then you should know the location of the stone, and hopefully the other eyes as well through it. Oh, that was a mouthful.
Hopefully that works out, because we've already been investigating the explosion.
Oh, perfect. Well, I hope that your loyalties will remain with us, and you won't betray us, because of course then we'd have to mutilate and kill you, which wouldn't be the best for us emotionally, because we do think of you as friends. At this point, during this whole conversation, you've gone through 2 courses, and you are feeling stuffed, just like Daniel right now, stuffing fries into his mouth. Oh, they are actually fries. I didn't think they were fries.
I finished them now.
I'm proud of you. Is that everything? Let me think. I believe that would be everything, yes.
Wonderful. I do have an off-topic question about
Yeah.
the other guest you had here, Lisa. Where did you meet her?
She's just the party, I believe. It's hard to tell. You know, not to brag, but we are quite high up, so we meet a lot of people. I believe it was one of the open ladies parties a few years back. Why did you wonder?
She just intrigues me, that's all.
She is an intriguing figure. She's a bit cold at first, but she's nice when you get to know her, right, Amalia? Amalia kind of nods and agrees. She's enigmatic to say the least. Yes, bit of a sleeper around her, if you ask me. But of course, that is just my own conservative opinion.
Do you know if she's associated with any royalty or nobility?
The von Hinden family is I've done my fair share of research on this. They kind of popped out of nowhere, actually. The first member was Alexander von Hinden. He was in Waterdeep during its original years as a free city, right after the Barovian occupation, of course. Let me just give you a quick history, right? Waterdeep was founded by the Kingdom of Barovia. It was its main town, which led to it growing quickly. Before that, it was owned by elves and dwarves, and there was shit going on there, but that doesn't really matter for us. Then the remaining the Kingdom of Barovia got destroyed in mysterious circumstances. No one's quite sure how that happened, but the only remaining member of the royal family who is alive, a man named Stern von Zarovich, became Open Lord. He declared himself, sorry, it wasn't Open Lord back then, he declared himself King of Waterdeep. He ruled, but unfortunately once he died, none of his children were allowed to inherit the throne. Instead, a coup was created, and then Alexander von Hinden became the first Open Lord of Waterdeep, which is Lissa's ancestor, as far as I'm aware. So he became first Open Lord, and the tradition of Open Lordship has existed for roughly a good few centuries, maybe even a millennia. I'm not sure. I'm a bit rusty on the topic.
Wonderful, thank you.
All right. Is that everything? Sorry, I was just looking at Twitch chat. It's great conversation going on in there. Otherwise, pudding is almost up. But after that, I believe we will be happy to split. I just request that, please, for the sake of our children, that you succeed in your quest to find that gold. Thank you. And unless there's anything else anyone else would like to say, you guys finish your 5th course and go on to dessert, which you also finish. And then after a bit more small talk unrelated to the mission, you say you say your farewells, friendly enough. Oh, the screen is gone, Daniel.
Oh, sorry.
Apparently. Though I can see it on Twitch. Maybe it just went for a second. Oh, you went into Streamlabs and then made it go away. Genius. But you guys all head out. Is okay again, says Viacra. That's nice. That's good. So. Oh, who are the users in chat? Oh my god.
Ooh.
There are people in here that I don't know. That's crazy.
Commander Kakas, Mark 10, and Trorobes.
I don't know who. I mean, I know who Mark 10 is. I don't know who 2020 is, who was in there at some point. Commander Root? I don't know. Isn't Commander Root your brother, Camden?
Nope.
Huh. Okay, well, I don't know who Commander Root is. Anyway, let's go back to the game. So you guys leave. It is now, you've been there for a couple hours, so it is now dark outside fully. And as you leave, with the candlelit, not candlelit, just dimly lit streets, Whimsy, you feel a kind of a disturbance in your head. Feel a little tingle, and you kind of instinctively turn your head to the left, where you see a familiar figure of Lissa von Hinden in the alleyway, kind of beckoning. What do you do?
I'll go to her, but I want to grab Hell's hand and pull her with me.
Okay.
I follow.
Yenton, meanwhile, continues trotting down the street like nothing's happened. So, she looks at the both of you and says, I was hoping I could see you alone, Whimsy.
Yeah, I assume so. It's just, I've gone through a lot and don't like to be alone much anymore.
No worries. Listen, I need your help with something. Can you both make me wisdom saving throws, please? Whimsy
What?
and Hell.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
No.
Oh no! Oh. Okay. So it was a high DC, very high DC, in fact. So unfortunately, neither of you make it. It was a DC 20 saving throw, so Whimsy just missed it. And you guys kind of just kind of blink, and you feel your head feel floaty for a second, and blink a bit more, and Lissa is gone. Within the blink of a second, she's completely disappeared. But Gwenton, as you're walking along, you see you notice that no one left with you. So you turn back and kind of search for a bit. Can you roll me an investigation check?
Investigation. 13.
13. Okay, well, it takes you a little bit, but you manage to find them. But as you're looking around the alley, you see your two friends, Hell and Whimsy, completely stationary, just standing there, basically T-posing, but without the arms in the air. And you see Lissa kind of quietly like whisper something to both of them as they're just standing there stationarily, and then she looks at you, winks, and kind of disappears into what looks like a cloud of dark mist. And considering it is already very dark, she completely just dissipates. Sorry. And you see the two of them kind of snap out and stop being completely idle. What do you do?
What did she do to you guys?
For you guys, you literally just blinked and she was gone. You have no recollection. You just saw her, blinked, and she was gone. That was it.
You saw that too?
Yeah, she was whispering something at you guys. And then she like
She
disappeared.
whispered something.
Yeah. But how, you were there? Did you not see her?
I saw her and then she was gone.
I mean, after the drug incident, I mean, we can't be too sure.
Have we been drugged again?
Should we go back to the house and question her?
No, we need to go to a healer or a temple.
Mm-hmm.
You do know Fala's quite good at healing themselves. Not as in they're good at healing.
Let's go to Fala then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also live in your house, which is convenient. So you head back to Troll Skull Tavern, and you see as you walk back, it is dark, and you suddenly feel a lot more alone than before. The kind of you two, Hell and Whimsy, you're just that memory of there's something uneasy about Lissa. There's something happened in your mind, and now there was no experience, but somehow there is a bad memory of her. There's no memory, but it's just that feeling of ugh. And you don't know what it is, but it gives you shivers. But you walk back, kind of warier than usual, to Troll Skull Manor, and head up to Fala's room, which is locked as usual. Well, not as usual, as the one time before that anyone has tried entering their room. Do you knock?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah, okay, so you knock on the door, and you wait, and there's no response. There's no response to the secret knock.
Hey, Fala. I kicked down door.
Roll me an attack roll, please. An unarmed strike attack roll.
What would that be?
Oh, yeah, just make me a strength check then. It's basically the same thing.
Nope.
The locks are sturdy, and they're doing their job. So you kick and nothing happens. Can you roll me another athletics check, please?
Athletics. Shit.
These are some sturdy locks, man.
Let's do it at the same time. Let's do it at the same time.
Okay, all three of you roll athletics checks.
This is just gonna be sad.
Oh my god!
Listen, I had really horrible stats and we changed them and it just got worse.
Man,
And I never looked over it, and then it was too late to fix it.
That's horrible. In the nicest way possible. But with all three of you doing it, you managed to, after a bit of pushing, manage to finally knock down the door, though it takes you a while. And inside, you see a gruesome sight.
You
A-
better not.
No.
You see claw marks on the ground leading up to a pool of blood. Not like an entire person's worth of blood, but a significant amount of blood. That blood leads over the floor, up and through the window. The open window, which is letting in the night air.
I can't hear you.
Oh no. Daniel was so stressed he unplugged his headphones.
There we go.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Should
so-
should we follow?
Yeah.
While you guys decide what to do, we're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna fill up my water bottle and take a pee. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
Oh my god.
Is his goal to traumatize us today?
Oh.
Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna run down and get food really quick.
Yeah. Daniel, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, there's a dog here, by the way. I'm not being
Show dog.
really weird. Oh, show him.
That's the rule. You have a cute animal, you show the cute animal.
No, don't eat that cable. See, I don't actually quite know how to pick him up. That's the thing.
Oh. Well.
Let's try it. Oh, this is awkward. Dog.
No. Cute dog.
No. Good boy.
If we would want to follow the blood, I would probably be an investigation roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check cat stats.
Oh, you've.
I have a cat. Do we have 10 gold? Because then I can have basically any other animal.
I have 7.
What are we trying to do?
Worst case, transform cat to maybe dog. Find fella.
Okay. What about like an eagle or something? an
Could
owl.
do again. I need 10 gold, and then I
Yeah.
can transform to a beast.
Yeah.
Like I need. Okay, it's night, so
Oh, I
thing
think
is,
A
I
there's
need
dog
some
stuff.
dog,
Weird.
there's some dog vision animals that you can change them into. I think.
Yeah, I can ask my DM and then like basically whatever I want, or like whatever he allows. Thing is, I need 10 gold worth of like incense and shit. So, yeah.
Well, we just got a bunch of money.
Yeah, but it's night, isn't it?
Yeah. And we need to go to a temple and get like a greater restoration so we can know what the hell happened to us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna cost money too.
Oh yeah, but we got money.
We have money.
My guess
Now
is
we do.
she's looking at us through you guys, so she can
Okay,
see where
so-
we are and think. That's my guess.
Guy's cat is worse than rest. Like I could see more shit than my cat probably. Which is disappointing. What else do we have? Dogs?
Well, you have a bear.
Yeah, how is bear's perception?
Around I think it's one of the things. That's not specific.
Yeah, I mean, perception would work, but with the rest, the wisdom stat isn't that much better.
Oh,
Greg's back.
the bear has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on smell.
Ooh, that could work.
But a bear is going to be huge.
Yeah,
they
but
can.
but we have a bear technically, kind of, maybe. I
Do
don't know.
have a bear.
I don't think I'm allowed to transform Phoebus into a bear.
No, I think that goes beyond the range of find familiar.
I mean, it's basically any creature that my DM allows. So,
Right.
Greg.
So no is your answer.
Oh fuck! There's an animal that I.
An animal that you what?
I don't know how words work.
Hmm.
Is it?
Really?
Okay, it's basically the same word. Cool. This is just disappointing. Ooh. Greg, how do you feel about a falcon?
Falcon as a familiar? Well, you see, there's actually a specific list of familiars. And this
It
spell
also
find
says
familiar.
stuff that DM allows.
I don't know where you're reading that.
5e tools.
Well, 5e2 is wrong.
Because
The
right
list
now I
is-
can't look at other shit. No, but it's basically yeah, there's a list, but there's also like or talk to your DM about it.
Bat, rat, crab, frog, hawk, lizard, hawk. I mean, you can do a hawk. That's something, right?
We will see.
What
Yeah,
even is a hawk?
Hawk works.
It's a bird.
It does have 1 hit point, and it does 1d1 slashing damage. But you know.
I don't care about that, but the Hawk has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. It's
Oh, yeah.
perception, but
Anyway, do we want to get back into the session? Is everyone ready? Actually, I never got myself a snack. I'm gonna do that really quickly. BRB.
Alexa.
Do you guys still hear me?
no.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Daniel, no.
Alexa, volume 10.
Got to
Alexa,
unmute you
play
again.
Gangnam Style. Can you hear us, Greg? Who's a good boy?
Searching for a home, but I'm trapped inside my mind. I'm trapped in the underworld. Hey everyone,
Hello.
I'm back. I've got some off-brand jammy. Actually, these aren't even off-brand. These are on-brand jammy dodgers. I don't think anyone's ever gotten on-brand jammy dodgers in their life.
I don't think we even have them here, so
What? Do you have them in
I'm not
Wait.
sure.
Daniel is surprised that other countries exist.
Oh, by the way, guys, we don't need to have to transform the cat. Phoebus has advantage on perception checks with smell.
Ooh.
Why do you need advantage on perception checks so bad?
To
Nothing.
find her.
Oh, right, yeah. I'd say that would be more of an investigation check, but knock yourself out.
But I mean, perception that relies on smell.
Like you
Yeah,
can
I
smell
mean,
them.
I
if
could
the
give you
cat-
advantage on investigation checks because I can say that it relies on smell, you know?
Yeah,
but
as
still be
long as
investigated.
it's
By any
yeah.
chance, does Fala just have like complete BO? And just like you can smell it from like a mile
Fucking
back.
stinks. No. She smells like lavenders. Jammy Dodger, anyone?
Yes, please.
Oh no.
Where?
Psych, we kissed.
Let's fuck that up.
That was beautiful of you.
Thank you. Oh,
Anyway, we should probably
that
restart the
creates a cool
session.
effect. Hang on.
Oh, wow. Why does your dog sound like a rat?
It's not mine, it's my sister's friend's, and she's supposed to be babysitting it, but that did not work out.
Are you dating your sister's friend? Because that would be an alpha move.
No. Because they're
Oh,
adults.
shrimp. What are you really? Anyway, let's get back to the session. So, blood stain, claw marks across the room. Everything's kind of overturned. Definitely signs of a conflict here. What are you doing?
Okay, guys, so
I think Hal said
I like
there's
how
some-
even in this situation, Quentin still has his emotionless swagger.
Well, we should maybe follow the blood trail, and like we have a cat. It could smell, hopefully, where she went.
mhm.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Flimsy agrees.
Hmm?
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 What? Wait, I can do that better.
I feel like the fact that we're all eating isn't helping the immersion right now.
What? How loud is that?
Not very loud right
Okay,
now.
good.
Daniel, don't put it up louder.
Do or don't? Hang on.
Don't.
Hang on.
Alright, Daniel's muted now. So, what are you guys doing?
Can we please not make an investigation check for the cat?
Is it because cats have like a -5 intelligence because they're
Minus
fucking
4.
cats? Yeah, I'll say, if you're following the blood trail, following trails, humans make an investigation check, and I'll let the cat make a perception check with advantage as well.
Thank you. Phoebus at least has a +1.
We're making investigation checks.
Yeah, we're making an investigation.
Yeah.
And I'll roll 2d20 for Phoebus, and it would, like...
I got a 23.
Ooh.
Bad!
Let me just roll twice,
Oh,
because I'm stupid.
reloading.
So for Phoebus, there would be an 18.
18, okay.
Yeah.
Gwenton rolled a 6. Hell rolled a 7. But Counter rolled a 23. So the cat and Whimsy are carrying this investigation as they go
We're
ahead
just
and
too
kind
sad.
of buddy up and look for clues. You follow first the trail of blood, then more subtle marks once the trail kind of stops, which is interesting. You instead smaller scratch marks, signs of conflict, but with relatively high rolls, you manage to find the end of the trail in what looks to be a sort of abandoned warehouse. Let me just check a thing very, very quickly. Give me 1 second, Alex. The warehouse actually looks rather familiar, as the warehouse that you originally came to in the very first session of Wacko Faction, where you defeated some Kenku lads. But the trail quite obviously ends here, which is interesting. Let me just pull you guys in here. Oh yeah, Henry's there as well, by the way.
I like how we just keep forgetting him.
Yeah. He was also at the dinner with the Castellantas. So, what do you do? The main gate is closed right now.
We should open it.
As in, it's locked, is what I more so meant.
How high up is it? Like, how tall is it?
I'd say 10 feet.
Guys, I can lockpick.
How can lockpick? If you'd like to lockpick, make a lockpick check.
I would love to, but I'm not in a forge right now, so
I'll make you a lockpick check.
thank you.
Also, there's a browser extension you can get called Rivet, which makes 5e Tools rolls work in Forge in case you need to ever do like cat or something on 5e Tools. But that's
You just need
super.
to tell me what it's called later, because I forgot already.
No worries, big Johanna.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
16. So Hell crawls over, picks the lock, and relatively quickly, silently manages to plonk it open. And you guys are free to make your way in to the actual courtyard area. You can now drag yourselves, unlike before. So go ahead.
Is the map on?
Oh,
I'm
sure. Sorry. I never put the map onto
Oh.
you guys. But you should be able to see it now.
Yeah. Should we start sneaking?
That may be a good idea. You do hear a scream of sorts. A familiar scream to all of you. Sounds a bit like Fala.
Let's sneak.
Alright,
Yeah,
can
can
everyone roll stealth checks, please?
Okay.
Oh, who's just rolling that 20?
Yes.
Oh, Gwenton with that 20 self.
What stealth check?
Stealth check. Oh my god, 24 in
Yes.
stealth from Hell. What about you, Wins?
Oh,
So
it's gonna
much
be
on you,
bad,
Wins.
probably.
And a 2! Fuck yes. Wait, that didn't actually go into chat though. Oh yeah, a 4 in stealth. I'd say
Let's
you're
go.
pretty carried by the other two and their rolls, so you guys effortlessly go into sneaky mode, and it seems like for the time being you'll be pretty good. So which way are you planning on going in? Is the question. There's the front door, as last time, the big front metal gate, and the smaller door down here. There's the big loading door and the small window that you went in before, which actually is still cracked open from when Henry cracked it open with his darts in that very first session.
Should we check the window?
Yeah, I think back up the window.
I will
Okay.
try to first sneakily look through the window to see just if I can make out anything.
Okay, well, looking through the window, you see interesting sight. I'll just slap it down for you here in a second.
Can't even go there.
Okay, and then perfect. So looking in the window, I'll move you to a position where you can actually see their hell. You can see an interesting sight, which is the familiar sight of Lissa von Hinden, holding a knife to Fala's throat. Fala is bleeding quite heavily. Their face is quite beaten up, and you see, just as you're watching, Lissa bare her teeth, which are sharper than usual, and just bite into Fala's neck. Fala lets out another high-pitched shriek of pain. What do you do?
Hell, we're gonna be useless in this fight. She's done something to us.
But we can't leave Fala there.
I know.
I don't think she would have done anything to stop your ability to fight, because then there's no
Well,
point
what if she did
really
something
hiding.
like the mind flayer did to me?
Oh, like oh. Right
She
now,
could use me to
do you feel
hurt
like
you.
do you want to hurt me?
You don't. No.
No,
Not any more than usual, at least.
that's fair. I mean, I feel fine, but you said she did something and whispered something, and I don't even remember it.
Quentin, it's your girlfriend. What should we do?
First of all, we never had that conversation. Second of all, I'll sneak up to the window,
Okay.
look, then quietly cast. Wait, how far are they within 60 feet?
They'd be relatively close, but if
Centered,
you're looking through the window, then yes.
centered on Fala, I cast Fairy Fire.
Okay. What does that do again?
Within a
Actually,
20
can you
feet
just
view,
put it into the chat
yeah,
so that
it'll outline
I can see it? Oh, you've already
both
done it.
creatures.
No. Okay. Just to make a dexterity saving throw for that. Which they fail. At a 12. So you're A-okay with that. But you outline Fala, and you see Lissa look at you. Her eyes black, pupilless, horrifying. Her mouth bleeding. Her beautiful visage is still there, but hidden under a lot of blood and horrible contortion of face. Roll initiative, please.
Damn it. Sorry.
I'll add you all to the initiative order, and now you should be able to roll. And I'll be controlling Henry for this combat encounter, who's also there.
Did mine roll?
No, it didn't. If you go into the combat tracker, it might be... Yeah, I don't know, it's not... Maybe because the game is paused? Maybe try now? I don't know. Oh yeah, it was that, it seems. Because Quentin just rolled.
There we go. Pink.
There we go. Now everyone's rolled. Bloody hell. High rolls. Why do all my monsters always roll so terribly on initiative? I swear to God. Alright. So, begin combat. Oh, Jesus. Is that trying to play music? Oh no, that was just the combat starting sound. That was horrifying. Alright, so Henry says, "Don't worry, guys. I got this." I'm sorry. And he's going to roll over the window and go here. Actually, no. He's gonna go here, and he's gonna whip Lissa. With his whip. I don't know how to play monks, so this is quite worrying. That's a 23 to hit from Henry, which definitely hits Lissa, causing 9 slashing damage. But halved down to 5 because the vampire is resistant. So, I mean, the vampire Lissa. Sorry, it could not be a vampire. It could be another fanged woman. So he does that. Then, God, I have no idea how to use this character. Bonus action. He is going to also do an unarmed strike. Oh wait, no, he can't do that. He's going to move up and then do an unarmed strike, and that's a 17, which also hits, and that's going to be 7 bludgeoning damage, half down to 4. So that's that. Okay, next, that's going to be his turn, because that's all he can do. Actually, can he use a key point, or is that also as a bonus action?
I think that's bonus action.
Where's key? You can spend these points to... Oh no, you can spend... Oh yeah, to take... That's okay then. Z, you're up.
Okay. I want to get within 30 feet of Lisa.
Okay, if you get through the window, you'd probably be within 30 feet already, so I'll just plop you in there.
Okay. And I want to cast Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt? Okay, go ahead. Is that a saving throw or an attack roll?
Ranged spell attack.
Okay, just roll that in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good few D20s. Oh, those are D12s, not D20s. That's a 15 to hit. Unfortunately, that just misses.
Damn it.
And I don't think you've hit a single witch bolt yet, have you?
No.
The bolt goes arcing off. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. Hell, your turn.
I will try to short bow her and just a bit of distance stabby stab, and it won't hit her.
Okay, well, technically that would be a sneak attack because Fala is technically an ally within 5 feet of her, so you can add your sneak attack damage. Whatever that may be, I can't remember what it is. It might be 1d6, 2d6.
But didn't you say a 15 doesn't hit?
Oh, right, yeah, I wasn't actually looking at if it hit or not. Yeah, unfortunately that does not hit. You still have hide, dash, or dodge as your bonus action, though. Or something else if you'd like.
Yeah, no. Can't really do anything else.
Well, you can dodge, which is quite useful. You should probably
Yeah,
dodge. Well,
it's
dodge is
fine.
literally just people get disadvantage on you.
It's fine.
Okay. Next up, is Fala. Fala is going to, try and break 3. It's gonna be a contested athletics check, between Fala and Lissa. Fala rolling a natural 14,
Not one.
and Lissa rolling
Not one.
a
Damn it.
natural 15 plus 4, making it a 19. So Fala fails at breaking free, though they do make a valiant effort, and that's gonna be their turn. All right, now it's Mr. Sorry, Miss Lissa's turn. Oh, what are we gonna?
Is Greg gone?
Wait, how do I actually? Wait, am I gone? Am I still gone?
Yes.
Oh shit, man, that's so unfortunate. All right, Lissa is going to run past Henry, and for whatever reason, she seems to be very focused on whims, and is going to actually no, she's not going to move at all. In fact, she's going to make you roll a wisdom saving throw there, Whimsy. Can you do that for me, please?
Yeah.
She looks you in the eyes, and suddenly you feel your heart
Yes.
kind of pound.
Yes.
What did you roll?
Yes. Yes.
Natural
Yes.
20. But
Yes.
you managed to pull yourself out of her grasp, and get back into the combat. Was that what is that? Is that an action? No, it's an action. No worries, no worries, no worries. Oh. Oh! Interesting. I didn't realize this. Um wait, but God, this stat block is confusing. Let me just get up a less confusing stat block for a second. Okay,
After I
interesting.
break whatever she did to me, do I realize what she did to me?
Yeah, you would know that she tried to charm you.
Okay.
Alright, Quentin, you're up.
I will move. Then get Grizzly.
Get Grizzly. Oh yeah, that's my middle name.
Oh,
We need t-shirts.
Let's get Grizzly. Quentin Tree Lover. You know, Daniel, you probably could have done the polymorph before your turn, so that
yeah, it's yours.
you could have not sat here waiting for you to go through all the menus. We're required to go through polymorph.
Wild shape.
Sorry, wild shape, not polymorph. Yes.
Oh, I wasn't correcting you. The word.
Yeah, well, I was aware, but I was correcting myself then afterwards.
Then multi attack.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Oh. No, one of them hits.
Oh yeah.
The bite hits. You jump onto her and rip out a thing of flesh. Though her skin is quite tough. Tougher than you expected, which means she takes 6 points of damage.
Oh.
Okay. Is that your turn, Gwenty?
That is Gwenty's turn.
Okay. Henry's turn. And he's going to whack her. What is and roll a natural
Nice.
20. Huh. So that's 13 points of damage. Down to 7 because it's rounded up. And then he's going to. Oh wait. Oh, I forgot that. But oh well, I'll do it now. He's going to use a key. To. What is that gonna use up? Yeah, there we go. To unarmed strike twice as a bonus action.
Come on.
One of which hits, adding an extra 3 damage on. So that's 10 damage overall. Okay. And before he ends his turn, Lissa's going to take a legendary action. To bite Quentin, if you know what I mean. Go ahead there. Actually, I've been doing all these as public roles. There should be private roles. Unbelievable. Wait, that's not how that works. How do I do this? Oh yeah, that's how. Okay, give me a second.
That hits. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That's a 17 hit. Yep.
Yep.
And that's 18 damage. And your hit point maximum is reduced by that amount. Because you're in wild shape, it's only your wild shape's hit point maximum. But watch out.
So, wait, so now my health is lowered as well. So I'm full health, but lowered.
Yeah, your maximum health, so you can't be healed higher.
Okay.
So let's say you'd be Gwenton, right? Let's say Gwenton has, I don't know, 27 hit points, and then he gets bitten for 12 damage. That puts him down to 15 hit points, and then normally he could just be healed back up by the trusty cleric that you guys have in the party. But his hit point maximum is also lowered, which means that he can't be healed to that amount because that's the maximum his health can go to.
Is that permanent?
All around bad shit, but less bad because you're in wild shape.
Yeah.
Okay. Whose turn is next? Whimsy, your turn.
I want an Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Go ahead and roll Eldritch Blast. Hopefully you don't miss this time.
Yes.
I will hurt you, Greg.
Yep, that definitely hits, and 10 damage. Do
No,
you
it should
have
be doing more
Agonizing
than
Blast?
that. It should be doing more
Do you
than
have Agonizing Blast? That's the one that gives your Charisma modifier onto the Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay, I might be able to change that. That would make it a 14, I believe, if you have a +4 in Charisma. But
yeah.
also, I might be able to change that. Some of my special traits. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So yeah. So 14 damage, which isn't halved because it is magical. And you into her. She does not seem very hurt. You guys have thrown a lot at this, and she doesn't seem very hurt. How much is that? That's that much. Okay. Is that your turn, Whimsy?
Yeah, I ended it.
Okay, well, before you can end your turn, this is
Vic.
going to do an unarmed strike against Gwenton, the bear. Not a bite this time, but an unarmed strike instead. Oh, that's the wrong roll again. Okay, that's a 27 to hit.
Yep.
And 8 bludgeoning damage. But your hit point maximum isn't reduced with this one. Okay, that's that. Hell, go ahead.
Well, first I question if we should leave.
You think about that for a total of 3 seconds.
Yeah, and then against better judgment, I just try to find another sharpo her again.
Okay, go ahead. If you roll first, you can get advantage and sneak attack on it. If you hide first, sorry, I don't know what I said there. Like if you bonus action hide, then you get advantage on your attacks, which is usually quite good.
Can we ignore the roll and just let me move a few
Well,
feet?
considering you rolled it, no. But for for the next turns.
Well, I
it's
can
just
still
continue.
use my bonus action and movement, so I can actually try to hide in case we stay.
Yeah, you can. Well, you still have 30 feet of base movement, and then
Yeah.
your bonus action that you can hide with. Though the rules for hiding is that you need to roll stealth roll a stealth check
Yeah.
higher than the enemy's passive perception.
That's
Uh,
fine.
Yeah, you have a pretty damn high stealth, so you should be okay.
I can't move where
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to go. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's got weird
It's 10 feet.
wall rules.
10 feet.
Yeah, okay. And would you like to try hiding?
Yep. Stealth,
Roll
you
me a
said?
stealth check. Yeah.
Natural
Ooh.
20.
Not bad. You disappear from sight. But what you do notice in the shadows, it doesn't notice you,
Word.
Oh no.
but you see a kind of gaunt figure, in kind of ripped, torn clothing, just skulking, in between the barrels. So that's just food for thought there.
Can I maybe sneakily, silently try to whisper to Whimsy, like, run? Or,
Well,
like,
Whimsy is
make
currently
movements
10
that are
feet
like...
away, so whispering isn't quite that easy
Can I, like,
across distances like that.
just, like, wave carefully?
Make me
I
a
don't know.
performance check. Actually, no, sleight of hand. Make me a sleight of hand check.
That should also work.
Ooh.
With a 23.
23, Whimsy, you see Hell hunkered down in the shadows, and you see like a urgent hand motion. That's all you can take out of it. That it's urgent and it's a hand motion.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. So. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. It's a new round, which means that Lissa, at the end of Hell's turn, is going to make another legendary action. Isn't that exciting, everyone? I know I'm excited. So she is going to roll a natural 20. Gwenton, that is
7 plus 6 plus 11 plus 18. 42 damage.
42 damage there, so take 8 out of the bear and then put the surplus
That
into
might knock me
Gwenton.
unconscious, actually.
I think that downs you.
34, what's my what's Quentin's? Damn it. Oh, yep, that downs me. Alright.
Cool. Don't forget to unpolymorph yourself.
Yes,
Um,
then 0.
and you are now downed. Okay.
Wait, so our only healer is downed.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what just happened.
I'm the only.
But to be fair, he spent half his life
Yeah.
Yes,
as
you've been the only healer since we started this campaign.
We really need to get more healing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Henry was going to be a cleric at some point, but then he stopped. Though, Gwenton, you do notice that you were not killed. You were purposefully not killed. So, actually, wait.
Waiting.
Gwenton,
Yes.
I just discovered something.
There's something that
I'm
if they
so
knocked into
sorry.
0, you died, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's fine. Alright.
Quentin dead.
So, Gwenton's
Oh,
dead.
What?
As
that's
per the
pretty
vampire's rules that I didn't think about, but I can now see. The target dies if this effect reduces its hit point maximum to 0. A humanoid slain in this way and then buried in the ground rises the following night as a vampire spawn under the vampire's control. So
do not
Quentin.
bury me in dirt.
What would you like your last moments to be?
Oh. I will just let out Oh, I should keep a list of good last words that you couldn't understand because I'm a bear. Oh. Okay, I will just shout. Protect Fala.
This is poetic. You died protecting your girlfriend, man.
Yeah.
This is beautiful and sad. I'm actually sad. I didn't want this to happen. Anyway.
This whole session, you're fucking traumatizing us.
Oh my
Like,
goodness,
everything
you
that
are
happened.
as well,
So,
yeah.
like, last session was like trauma but funny. This is just straight up trauma. Okay.
I need some milk.
But the show must go on. Fala is going to scream as they see Gwenton fall to the ground, be bitten, Gwenton's throat be torn out of his neck, and him just fall to the ground, blood spurting, lifeless eyes rolling back. It's just a horrible scene overall. Fala is going to make a strength check with advantage out of rage to break free, and they roll a natural 20. So, out of the rage, they just break free from Lissa and just start. They're gonna just start running, sprinting as far away as possible, which is 30 feet because they're a dash. Actually, you've. No, that's unfortunate. Anyway, they start sprinting away, just through the window. Well, no, up to the window, and then stop there. And they're just whimsy as they run past you. You can just see tears welling up in their eyes, but also an intense amount of fear and adrenaline. So that's Fala's turn. Can you do anything as a bonus action, actually? Yeah, no, that's not really anything. Now it is Lissa's turn. Lissa is going to is going to you see some of the wounds you guys have created on her body start sewing themselves back up.
Oh.
Almost like a magical regeneration. And then she proceeds to do something. You see her kind of whoosh, turn into a tiny little bat, and start flying over anyone who might be able to opportunity attack her towards Fala, and stops on top of her. I'll put that in on the map in a second, but I cannot because right now because it takes a while. But Gwenton is dead, so he does not get a turn, and it is then Henry's turn. And Henry just shouts out, "Guys, I really think we should run right now. Please!" And he is going to use his turn to also run the same direction Fala ran in, but not make any attacks. Who comes after Henry? This is quite difficult because the polymorpher has, of course, crashed my forge. So you can just assume that there's a bat there. So yeah, Whimsy, go ahead.
So I'm gonna cast invisibility, and
Mhm.
I can cast it on multiple people for each level above second level. So I should be able to cast it on 3 people.
I don't. What level spells do you have?
I have 2nd level.
Well, that
Up
would
to-
be if
But
it.
I cast at my warlock level.
Yeah. Well, no, you cast at your warlock spell level, not your actual warlock level. So you can only cast 2nd level spells. You can't cast anything higher than that.
Okay.
So you'd be able to cast it on one person only, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm gonna cast invisibility on Fala.
Okay.
And I want to run and jump out the window.
Okay. I'd say you do that with relative ease. So you run over, quickly cast invisibility on Fala, and then jump out the window. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Can I move, please?
My forge is not quite working right now. So
Oh, it's not on my turn. I can't move, but
yeah, sorry about that. I'll try and get in ASAP. But until then, we'll just go on to Hell's turn, and you can just describe what you're doing without being able to move.
Okay, I cast silent image in form of Fala, like basically where she stands, like kind of to the side so that it doesn't interfere with her.
Okay.
So that it
Cool.
looks like she's still there.
Okay, not bad. Yeah, I say I won't require a roll for that, but Lissa seems confused. As far as you're aware.
Yeah, and then
You're not sure how long it will last, but she does definitely seem confused.
every bit of confusion is good, and then I want to also try to get out the window and then use my dash bonus action to just get further.
Okay, yeah, you can do that, and I'll say
Can I
for
move
cinematic
again, or
sake, yeah, you would be able to move again, but for
Wait.
cinematic sake and rule of cool's sake,
okay?
so this doesn't end in a TPK if we'd use actual 5e rules. But you guys, with Fala, who is invisible but is silent image there, Lissa, who seems solely focused on getting Fala back, turns back into human form and starts trying to grab the silent image before realizing that it is a silent image. You guys, taking advantage of this distraction, run with the invisible Fala, knowing that Gwenton is beyond saving, at least for now, and you run out the gate you came in and through the now pitch black streets of Waterdeep. It would be around 11 p.m. in spring, I'd say, by now, so it would be pretty damn dark in the streets of Waterdeep. And you run back. Henry's with you as well, by the way. You run back to Troll's Hill Tavern.
I
Yeah.
want to run to the Castellanter estate.
Castellanter Estate. Okay, that would be a. Actually, it would be a shorter run, I'd say. You're running. Hell, are you following?
Yeah.
Okay. So you run to Castellanter Estate, and I assume pound on the main door. And it takes you a while. It takes a while, but you hear the slow shuffling of footsteps, and the door closes with the tiefling butler now in his pajamas, kind of white and blue striped pajamas, and she says, "Hello, what's the issue at this hour?"
Please, we need the Lord and Lady immediately.
I request their audience, though they may not be happy. And he walks off. It takes another like 10 minutes or so. He lets you into the waiting room so that you're not there alone, and you see Victorio Castellanta comes down. He's much less well groomed than before. He's got a bit of bedhead. Looks like he was asleep for a little bit of time at least. And he's like, what do you need in this hour? Why are you here?"
Apologies, but your friend Lisa, she charmed myself and Hal and took our friend, and I'll drop invisibility on Fala.
What?
And she's a vampire. And now Gwenton's dead.
He kind of thinks a moment and he's like, This confirms a lot. I've had my I'm sorry, my condolences first of all, of course. I don't want to take away your moment. Whimsy, if you're unfrozen. Oh, you're back, Whimsy, perfect. I I I believe that the Von Hinden family are not really a real family now, instead offsprings of those von Zaroviches that ruled Barovia and then became king of Waterdeep. Sturm, of course, von Zarovich became king of Waterdeep briefly. I believe she was descended from them and that she was of a vampiric bloodline. I had actually invited her over to investigate her a bit more under the guise of a lovely evening dinner. Thought maybe you could come along as well, so it'd be less suspicious. She was very interested in meeting you, and I guess now I know why. I'm afraid she's a very powerful noblewoman, more powerful perhaps than us, and you must have seen, was she a formidable warrior? Good at sorcery?
Extremely.
Shit. Well, listen, we'll do our best to track her and do whatever we can to get her, but I don't know. I don't know what we can do against her.
We need a cleric. Someone
Uh,
to revive Gwenton.
Where is this Quentin?
He's in a Zinteran warehouse.
Was he killed by Lissa by any chance?
Yes.
I'm afraid we can't get to him then. She would kill any cleric that would try to get anywhere near there. We cannot. She's probably taken him already. She's a vampire after all. She just needs to bury him and he'll rise again from the dead under her command.
That's not acceptable.
I'm sorry, Whimsy, but it's all we can do. We're going to do our best, okay? We're going to hunt her. We're going to research to try and get to
You
her,
said
and we'll
you
help
would
you.
do anything that you can to help us, help you. And now a member of our party has died to the hands of someone that you invited to dinner.
We are doing our best. I could have not foreseen this, and we cannot kill 10 men to save one. That's just not a possibility. I'm sorry, okay? But we can't. We have limited resources, okay? We already have sold so much to get this money for this bloody ritual, okay? And this would require a lot of resources. We will do our best with our limited resources to get vengeance for your friend, but we cannot bring him back from the dead. Not with the current amount of money we have, I'm afraid.
Then who can?
I don't know. Maybe Lissa von Zarovich herself, though, and maybe not in the way you'd want. Otherwise, you could petition the Open Lady, but I'm afraid she won't just give that ability to anyone, if you even manage to meet her in the first place. I think you may need to face the death, Whimsy. Okay, just think about it. People die all the time. It's just a natural part of life here on Faerun, and it's just what happens. I had an eldest son. Osvaldo was his name. He died as well. He had a sickness.
He's the only family that I have.
You can make new family. I'm not saying abandon him, but he's he's gone. And you're just going to have to accept that.
If you can't bring our friend back, at least fulfill his dying wish and protect Fala. That is the least you can do for us, for Whimsy.
You
At
want
least
me
help us
to
protect her.
keep her here?
For now, I think that could be the safest option.
We have various rooms where you can keep her safe. You have seen our guards. We have capable guards. No one has ever gotten in or out of this estate without either dying or being arrested. Illegally, of course. We have guests. We don't kill our guests. I'm sorry, I'm extremely sleep deprived. I can protect Fala. I promise. If that's what you'd like. I just hope that this won't distract you from your mission. Your favor to us, because we can still pay you, and maybe then you can bring him back, or I don't know who has his soul. If he becomes vampire spawn, if he becomes one of Lisa's vampiric children, I'm afraid there will be no hope of bringing him back. When someone dies, their soul goes to wherever whoever they may worship, whether it be a certain god or just an ideology or a belief. Let's say someone believes in nature, their soul will be dissipated into the trees and everything around them. But if something like this happens to them, their soul remains trapped in their body, and the only way to save them is by killing them. He kind of stands there in silence.
Just protect Fala.
We'll do whatever we can. I'm once again very deeply sorry. And he kind of puts a shoulder on Vala's hand and beckons for the tiefling butler, and they both leave, and he kind of looks back, a solemn look at Whimsy, and then at Hell. Both of you relatively bloody just from the combat, and he turns back and leaves through the door. Is there anything else you'd like to do before we end the session?
Hug Whimsy real quick.
So, Daniel, any new character ideas?
Oh. That's an awesome death, though. That's good.
It is pretty epic. It worked perfectly with what you guys were doing on the mission,
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah. Well, I'd say we're going to fade to black now, and we'll catch up next session, with the emotional trauma of the Wacko faction, and you guys all level up to level 5. Good job, everyone. So, Daniel, whatever character you bring in will be level 5.
So does trauma correlate exactly to XP?
Yeah, exactly. If you just if you have a character who has a lot of family, if you just kill all of them, you level up to like level 15. It's great.
If you just become Batman, you immediately hit level 20.
Exactly. That's what Batman did. I mean, that's why he's so powerful.
God, Greg, fuck you.
This just keeps on getting more traumatizing.
Me as a person had to hold back cry.
Like
Same,
session,
same.
all of the wacko faction dies, and then we follow them in hell, where they have to live with their past fears.
And like Helen and Quentin couldn't really make up all that again.
Oh, that was just. Oh, this is perfect. This is poetic,
This is
man.
bothering me so much.
Oh, that's amazing.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck, Greg? Says Big Fiak in the Twitch chat. I have made many enemies on this day.
Yes.
That's amazing.
But in reality, it all serves the plot. And tragedy creates drama, which creates fun. So, you know.
Greg.
I would like to apologize, Daniel. I wasn't
It's okay,
expecting it
it's
to
fine.
quite go that way. I may have forgotten about the bite being able to instantly kill you instead of downing you, because my plan was for her to make you knock unconscious and then take you prisoner. But instead, she bit you to death, meaning you just died. But you know, it created good storytelling.
Yeah,
My
it's good.
mistake, you know, and now you can bring in a new character.
What
Could
should
be
I play
whoever
as,
you
though?
want. Cleric, please.
Yeah, only one,
Yeah.
no
Love
healers.
God. Just bring in a barbarian. Like, why not? I mean, you know. Actually, well, funnily enough, you guys are all like spellcasters, non-healing spellcasters. And then Henry. Like, none of you are strength-based or healing-based.
Yeah.
Great. Or intelligence-based, actually. It's just charisma and wisdom.
And stealth.
Yeah, and stuff.
Oh yes.
Fuck.
Oh, this is a good session.
Yeah, I had a good time.
I took so many notes.
Same. Same.
They're all different colors as well.
I was
Well,
color coding things.
now we have another overarching antagonist, though, which is gonna tie into some stuff that I've planned outside of just Waterdeep Dragon Heist, which I'm excited about. So yeah, good stuff.
You know, I even have enough vampires because, like, the other D&D thing that I'm playing is actually Curse of Strahd. So this just hurts even more.
That's pretty epic.
I'm so upset.
Yes.
Well, you know. So Daniel, any ideas? You look imaginative. You look creative.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, I've always thought. Oh,
That's called shock, Greg. He's in shock.
I love how you guys are more affected by it than me.
Invested so many emotions into this.
Do you guys
I think
just
Greg's
leave?
dead.
Please leaves. He just
That was me.
Did you just kick him?
I'm back. Wait. Hey. I'm
It's not me kicking you. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me kicking you. It's not me kicking you. It's not me kicking you. It's not me kicking you.
That wasn't me. That was.
Who is kicking?
This is going terribly.
It's going great.
So any character ideas, Daniel, before my game crashed?
Maybe
I mean, my Discord.
Bard or something. That didn't pick up.
We couldn't hear you.
Or a paladin. I think you should go cleric or paladin.
Oh, it's been a long time since I played Paladin. What is it? Thing is, we do quite illegal stuff. So I need to find like a deity
You can
that's
be a neutral paladin.
yeah.
Okay, so are we gonna level up?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead if you would
Oh
like.
yeah. Is it okay if I do that like another time and just
No,
sleep?
no, that's not okay.
How do you sleep after this?
If you don't level up right
Cry
now,
myself
Joanna,
to sleep.
I'm not inviting you back to next session. You're gone.
I can live with that after the trauma.
No, actually, I'm going to force you to join, but you're going to be stuck at level 4 for the rest of the campaign, while everyone else goes up to level 20.
I mean, the thing is, I don't really have an issue with hell dying. Yeah. I honestly, I was about to run there and try to sacrifice myself.
Aww.
Yeah, well, Quentin died instead.
This is awesome.
Fuck.
Daniel's happy.
I don't know why I'm so.
You gotta
Camden
watch
and me
this
are
fucking
just
stream, otherwise
sad.
he's so much.
It's like this is my first ever like actual like proper roleplay like death. Like my character died for, but those have just been like stupid like weird characters. So it's like my first ever like. So it's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I enjoy stupidity in D&D, but also I think it makes it so much better if there's like proper like drama and stuff, like that moment. Like we have stupid stuff as well, like bullying Zoblob and whatever the fuck happens sometimes. But there's also like good, proper dramatic moments that kind of hook you in.
That's actually a thing that I noticed with the other group, because some people only want like the serious roleplay and other people just want the fun. And so
Yeah.
it's really great if we have like this balanced thing and there's no issues with that, because that caused a lot of fighting.
Yeah, I can imagine I mean, I just got, well, not me, well, we just got lucky with the fact that we got a group that sees eye to eye on most things, or, well, anything that we've seen so far, but I'm sure there are certain things that we disagree on, but I'm sure we can figure it out. But anyway, like,
Dad?
yeah, Quentin said some of us disagree with that. I don't. I love it personally. But it's good that we got a group that kind of sees eye to eye on the way they enjoy playing Dungeons and Dragons. You know, which is fun, but also with some roleplay stuff. Well, I mean, a lot of roleplay, but like also like some more serious stuff with some fun stuff, which I think is the best way to do it, in my opinion. But everybody else has their own ways of having fun. In anything in the world.
Hey, Greg, can you check
yes?
something really quick?
Yeah.
Do I have Pack of the Tome in my character thing?
Let me see.
I think I
Yes,
do.
you do.
Okay.
It's at the very bottom of your features.
Yeah, I get to take another invocation, and that's a prerequisite for a lot of them.
Yeah, and you get 3 cantrips as well.
My dudes will actually leave and sleep now, so.
All right. Have
Okay.
a good one, Johanna.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Bye.
But just Greg, you do it so we roll 2 sets of stats, then we can pick which set.
Yes.
Okay.
Generally, if one of them is really bad, I'll let you roll a third one. I mean, sorry, if both of them are really bad, I'll let you roll a third one. Like, I won't, like, if you get all 1s and then all 2s, I won't be like, no, these are the rules. But generally, yeah, 2 sets. Also, I'll make you a new character sheet so that you can build it up in Forge. I'll just name it Daniel 2.
4d6 minus the lowest or 3d6?
4d6 minus the lowest. I just think it's the more fair one. 3d6 is a bit harsh.
What is bestow curse, Greg?
In what context?
So I can take Sign of Ill Omen, and you can cast Bestow Curse using a Warlock spell slot.
Let me see. I'll look it
I
up for
think,
you.
yeah.
Okay. So, you touch a creature and the creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become cursed for the duration of the spell. When you cast this spell, choose the nature of the curse from the following options. So there's 4 choices of what the curse is. So choose one ability score. While cursed, the target has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws made with that ability score. That's pretty cool. While cursed, the target has disadvantage on attack rolls against you. That's also pretty cool. While cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing. That's also pretty cool. And while the target is cursed, your attacks and spells deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage to the target, which is also pretty cool. So that's
Okay.
a pretty cool spell all around, in my opinion. Seems very useful.
There's also something called Tome of... Actually, I don't really need to do that. I don't take a lot of damage.
That's true. Quentin seems to take all the damage.
Yeah.
What's the language of Animate Dead?
What, sorry?
Animate Dead.
What is the what? Like what?
It's
You said what's
Undying
the something.
Servitude.
Oh, right.
It says I can cast Animate Dead without using a spell slot.
Oh, that's pretty epic. The spell creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range. Gwenton. Your spell imbues the target with a foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. The target becomes a skeleton if you chose bones, or a zombie if you chose a corpse. You can use a bonus action to mentally command. If you can decide what action the creature will take. So you can use a bonus action to command it. It's under your control for 24 hours, after which it stops obeying any command, so it just becomes like a normal skeletal zombie that'll attack. To maintain the control of the creature for another 24 hours, you must cast this spell on the creature again before the current 24-hour period ends. Wait a minute. When you cast a spell... so if you get access to high level spells, you can create more. So like at 4th level you can animate 3 undead servants, at 5th level spells you can animate 5 undead servants. Make a
Okay.
whole little army.
And what would, like, my patron feel about that?
It's not murder, technically. The Fae are quite ambiguous when it comes to morals. Apart from murdering innocent people, that's usually out of their thing. But as long as it's not just going on a killing rampage, you reckon shouldn't have too much. You might not love it, but I don't think your patron would have too much. Like this is just Whimsy's knowledge. Wouldn't have too
Yeah.
much against it.
I think I'm gonna take that one.
Okay.
The Undying Servitude.
You can what's the word? Flavor it for them to look a bit less like evil and undeady, and a bit more Fae-like. Like maybe they come back as beautiful butterfly corpses or something. You know?
Don't give me that freedom, because I will.
Oh God. Do you know which array of stats you're gonna choose, Daniel?
Well, on average, the second one is higher,
Yeah.
but I still don't. I do quite like how I have 17 in both. That I was very.
That's
fun.
good. Yeah, you can have a 19 in something, and because you'll be level 4, you can make it into a 20.
Yes.
Because level 4 gives you your ability score improvement, so that would be kind of epic.
So,
Having a 20
what
and a skill.
feats would be good for? Because
Uh,
does seem kind
For what's your character?
maybe paladin, maybe bard, maybe.
Well, you see, those are relatively different classes,
Yeah.
so I don't know if I can give you. But general good ones are just like Sentinel and Alert
That's
and Dungeon Delver. There's also I mean there's Lucky, which just breaks the game.
oh yeah.
Oh, you should do
There's
that.
Chef, which makes you good at cooking, which also breaks the game. There's what's another good one? Durable, just gives you more hit points, and there's another one which gives you more hit points, which are usually good. Ritual Caster is good because only wizards and druids can cast spells as rituals, I believe. But this feat lets you cast some spells as rituals if you're any class. I believe that's how it works. So there's a good few. Oh, Tough is the one I was thinking of. That basically just means you get a couple extra hit points each level up. I think it's 2 extra hit points each level up, which is just a good, reliable one, but less exciting than some of the other ones. But all around, this isn't like a min-maxing combat-focused campaign anyway, so just pick whatever one you think would be the most fun, or the one you would have the best time with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll give you access to Daniel 2 as well.
Did you call it Daniel too? Nice.
Well, yeah, but you can change. I just thought,
How do you do it again?
Do what?
Adding the import. Oh, you import.
Oh
it
yeah,
and
go up to
put it into the
import, and
class.
then I believe in you to figure it out from there.
Thank you.
Don't forget to import the subclass as well, though.
Okay, fighter, monk, paladin, ranger, rogue. It's also warlock, wizard. Oh.
You could also become a wizard. I mean, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. But right now, I'm playing a wizard in a different campaign.
All right. Don't do that then.
Yeah.
Fucker. You could be a ranger. You could be. Vinven can make a comeback.
Vinven.
Oh
So,
no.
what are you doing? A paladin?
Yeah, maybe. It's been so long. I really need to read more on paladin.
I think this is just my personal thing. I do whatever you'd like, but paladin would be the best for just balance, both of personalities and of abilities, because it is both a strength and healing based class.
Yeah.
The two things that the party is lacking.
The two things that we don't have.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just just hint, nudge, nudge might be good. And like
paladin, yeah.
a lot of people don't like paladins, like role playing them, because they're like, oh, they have to be uptight into the lore. But you can be a paladin of a fucking asshole of a god as well. Like not every paladin has to be this Christian crusader who just believes in good at all times.
Yeah, I'm going with paladin. Yeah.
Okay, epic.
So now
Also, I will say maybe don't be a Christian crusader of good, because that'd probably be quite against what the party does and might make some situations quite difficult.
Yeah.
Unless you'd be like someone who acts really good but then is actually a fucking bastard, just like everyone else, but acts really snobby. I mean, yeah. Whatever floats your boat, as long as you won't try and go against the party at all times, because that's kind of the worst thing someone can do. Well, not the worst thing. They could also commit sexual assault through the game, but it's one of the bad things that someone can do.
Which is the best oath though?
Oh, well, it depends on what your character you want to play. I like Oath of Conquest personally. It's literally just like, I am the conqueror. I will just. It's not enough for my enemies to lose. They have to be destroyed.
Oh, that's
And I like it.
That fits
They're
pretty
cool.
well with what we like to do.
Yeah,
that's really
exactly.
cool.
It's a cool description to it. I think that's the one that I'm thinking of. Where it's all about just completely breaking your enemies. But yeah.
All right, Greg, I took Cloud of Daggers as my spell.
Cloud or crown?
Cloud.
Oh, weird. I haven't heard of that spell. Is it super OP?
You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. Creature takes 4d4 slashing when it enters the spell's area for the first time or starts a turn there. At higher levels, at third or higher, the damage increases by 2d4 for each slot above second.
That's cool. Good. You can, that'll be great for thin hallways where you can just be like, no. Just completely.
Yeah, and
knock
also
off
I
the
can
cloud daggers.
I can just put it up at the beginning of combat and leave it there and then do other
Yeah.
things. Like summon my undead army.
Yeah, that's true. You can, stop. You can do some, what's the word? Like battlefield controlling as well. I like
Yeah.
strategizing in games, you know?
I
But
do
I
as
feel
well.
like D&D doesn't have the best combat system personally. Though, you know, it's good enough.
Yeah. Well, I think
I'll
I'm
find
gonna
a
go
second
and cry myself to sleep.
Have a good one. What's the time over there, Camden?
6 p.m.
Oh. Also, why is your name a suburb of London? No, just another question.
Oh,
Why
what?
is your name a town in London?
So my name is also a city in South Carolina.
Interesting. Were you
Yeah.
named after a city in South Carolina?
Kind of. They were driving through that city when they found out that they were having a girl, and then they just kind of redid the spelling of it.
That's pretty epic.
Yeah. My
Ah.
initials are also KMS.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, nobody believed me in middle school that was my initials. But anyways, I'm gonna go.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye bye. She's gone forever. She's not coming back. We traumatized her too much. I'm gonna go pee, but I'll be back afterwards. You entertain the stream, but the stream is still up, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
You entertain the stream.
Everyone make sure to like and subscribe. This is going on our YouTube, so that's why. Yeah. What should I play as? Right now, okay. So right now I'm thinking of either the Oath of Watchers or the Oath of of Conquest. One of those, I'm not too sure. Because Conquest, what I'm reading from here, by the way. So right now, the Oath of Conquest. Greg still there, alright. Okay, Greg just came into camera and started holding like a book or something up. Anyway, so right now, I have no idea if anyone's watching. But so right now, so they're like quite, Oath of Conquest, like they want to destroy, which sounds awesome, and Oath of Watchers sounds really cool as well. Paladins who bind themselves to Oath of Watchers are stalwart centaurs who stand between the mortal realms and extraplanar threats that would threaten their peace and stability. So that also seems quite cool. So I don't know which one I should choose.
So Daniel, has it been fucking hot or what, man?
Yeah.
You see, we're supposed to relate on something because we both live in the British Isles and it's unusually hot.
What is temperature?
To know.
For me, it's 17 degrees Celsius. Oh, that's quite hot.
It's quite warm for the time. What's the weather in Bray? 18 degrees Celsius. Get fucked. I live in the warmer country. You are further up north, though, to be fair.
Yeah. Because we're better.
Do you guys have Yubo in the UK?
I don't know what that is. I think we might. Wait, I've heard of it. Is that a restaurant?
It's like Tinder, but for teenagers, but they say it's for making
Yubo.
friends, so
Oh,
that
the
they
thing.
don't get
Oh,
arrested.
yeah, like with the
Yeah,
smiley
Yubo.
face as the logo or something.
Yeah, and then you
I've-
swipe on people, and they act like it's not about looks, but it's all about looks, and it's just a horrible app.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, I'm on it because I think it's funny. Some because people try so hard because it's just a bunch of insecure teen. Not saying that I'm not an insecure teenager. I'm the king of insecure teenagers, but it's a bunch of teenagers who happen to also be insecure, and then having to talk online to strangers, and then yeah, it's just a cesspit, really.
Yeah.
Man, I agree. Why do we have 2 viewers? Big Fear, are you still here? Wait, no, I don't think he is. I think he's left. So who is here?
I don't know.
Who can it be?
It is.
It says there's like 6 people in the chat, but then it says there's only 1 person, so I'm confused.
Yeah.
Are you on Snapchat, Daniel?
Just currently right now, no, but yes.
No. What's your snap, dude?
Daniel, I'll thingy it to you.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you not want the world to know your Snapchat? Well, now they know that it's got Daniel in it.
Yeah.
So I mean that's kind of worrying. Do you have 2 monitors?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Because I just saw you pull Discord off of your screen into the void, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
What does the J stand for?
John.
Oh.
Now they know it has a J.
You know, want to know what my middle names are?
Oh, lesbian.
Yes. My full name is Gergely Anthony Marcus Bellingham Somerville.
So what?
Alright, so Gergely is my real name, right? Not Greg. Gergely, the Hungarian one. Then Anthony Marcus Bellingham Somerville.
Okay.
I know, you seem a bit terrified. Why is that your Bitmoji, dude? What's wrong with him? Why does he look like that? Looks like a Family Guy character.
Ouch. Wait. No, it doesn't.
Oh no, wait, I'll try showing it to the camera without showing you there.
I can do
Oh no,
this,
I've
by
lost
the way.
you.
Now they can't see you.
Oh, well, I've lost you now. I don't know, I'm not very good at this. I think I sent you a friend request.
Don't think I got. Oh, add
Man.
friends. Oh, found it.
This is you, yeah?
Yep, that's me.
Why do you look like that? That looks nothing like you.
I don't know how to make it, you know.
You look like a 45-year-old man.
I'm secretly a pedo.
You look like you're recently divorced. I'm gonna send you a snap, dude. What's your snap score? God, so many things that just don't matter. 28,000. Wow. Daniel, you should check your Snapchat. Oh yeah, sure, go ahead.
What do you think is better? The Oath of Conquest or the Oath of Watchers?
What was the second one there?
Oath of Watchers.
I've never heard of the Oath of Watchers. Let me look at it.
They have like
Is it an official thing?
Yeah. No idea actually. It's in the
Oh yeah, it's official. It's from the new book, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. My relatives, many of which can be.
channel Divinity Abjure the extra planar. So then, as an action, you present your holy symbol, and each aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend. Wait, do vampires count as any of those?
Vampires I actually don't think are any of those.
Ooh.
Is there not a blood hunter paladin though? What is a vampire? I think it might just be a humanoid. Oh, it's undead. Is undead there?
No.
No. Because undead, so it's specifically things that come from different planes, while undead don't technically come from a different plane. They're just undead. Though I believe paladins base, like the base paladins get to turn away undead. Like I'm pretty sure that's just a normal paladin thing they can do. I think. Maybe not. I swear there was a thing. Channel Divinity. Maybe it's a cleric thing, actually.
Wait, Conquering Presence. You use your Channel Divinity to extrude Terrifying Presence, and action you force each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you to make a Wisdom saving throw on field save. Creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute.
That's a Paladin of Conquest, yeah?
Yes. That's good. Oh, and
that is pretty epic.
When you can use your Channel Divinity with a supernatural accuracy. When you make an attack roll, you can use Channel Divinity to gain +10 to the roll. You make a choice after the roll, but before the DM says whether the attack hits or misses.
Is that the Conquest again? Yeah. That's pretty epic. If you want to like, this kind of ruined D&D for me a bit, but if you want to like see what the actual best subclasses are, there's a website that like does like an in-depth thing on like what the best like subclasses or spells for whatever.
Like blues, either the best or worst or something.
Yeah, that one, yeah. It's terrifying because I just look at it and then I'm like, well, shit. I guess this character I wanted is terrible now. But in reality, it doesn't really matter, does it? Mm-hmm. Anyway, Oath of Conquest is blue, so, you know, you're good there.
Nice. Oh, what's the website called?
What about Oath? Oh, Oath of the Watcher is only orange. Oh no. The Oath of the Watchers is good at what it does, but what it does is intentionally limited. In many campaigns, your paladin may go long periods of time without facing extraplanar enemies. Yeah, so its issue is that it's quite specific.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might go with Conquest.
Epic.
Import.
Do you have an idea of what god you'd like to worship? You can probably look up
cool one.
A list of Forgotten Realms gods somewhere and then pick one you might fit.
Should I roll? Wait,
it
says select hit point increase mode. So is this for just the start or for the entire?
That's for all of them.
I like to roll. Or average. What would the average be? That depends on my.
Your average would depend on your Constitution modifier,
which should be quite high, because cleric, paladin, right? Do they use charisma? Great, constitution. I mean, no mind. Not they don't use it for casting spells. Oh yeah, constitution because constitution. I got constitution charisma mixed up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
Oh yeah, paladins are charisma based as well. Crazy. Osvo was charisma based. May he rest in peace. Actually, may Gwenton rest in peace.
Yeah.
Saying, fuck Osvo, man. Gwenton's dead.
Would insight or religion be better for?
RP wise, religion. Stat wise, insight would be more useful.
Yeah. I'll go roleplay wise.
Epic. You can be like, I want to specifically know about this religion. Can I roll a religion check? Like every moment so that it comes in useful.
I'll just do it so much to the point that's super annoying.
Yeah. Like everything you do. Like speaking.
So I need a. So I'm gonna use a sword and shield. I'm thinking. So long sword would be good. What?
Yeah.
How was this? 1d8 slashing, versatile 1d. Does that mean if you're using it with both hands, then it's 1d10?
Yeah, then it's 1d10. So if you'd be using a sword and shield, it would be 1d8.
2d6.
Sometimes I wonder how much knowledge is replaced with knowledge of tabletop role-playing game rules. Like, how much of my brain is being taken up by, like, the rules on cover in D&D 5e? You know?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'll go with longsword. Oh, that just.
And a shield?
Yeah. Then I
I assume you're able to get a shield, but like just from your equipment. But if not, I'd allow you to have one because you're level 5. So, you know, I feel like you'd be able to get a shield for yourself.
It's either a martial weapon and a shield, or B, one martial weapon and another martial weapon.
Genius.
So then you get 5 javelins or something else, but I quite like javelins. What's the difference between javelin and spear?
I think javelins are more so for throwing, but I don't know if they actually have any. Like, in real life, javelins would be more so for throwing, but I don't know if they have any actual difference in stats.
Mm-hmm. Priest.
Daniel, are you gay?
No.
Asexual?
No.
Bisexual?
No.
Pansexual?
No.
Demisexual?
No. Do you have a list and you're just reading off that?
No, this is just,
'Cause
these
you
are
keep
the ones
looking
I know
down
off
at
by
your
heart.
phone or something.
No, no, I wasn't, I swear. Insight check. Those are the ones I know off by heart, I think. Is there any else? I don't think so. Not that I know.
You've blind sight. What's blind sight again?
Blind sight is you don't have to see.
Oh, so you like you can sense
So
it.
you can be blind. Yeah, it's like you sense. I think. Actually, don't quote me on that. That might be a different thing. That might be tremor sense. They might be different things, I don't know. Yeah. A creature with blind sight can perceive its surroundings without relying on sight within a specific radius. So you can be blindfolded or have no eyes, and you can still see around you in a specific radius.
Oh, that's cool.
That would be cool, an eyeless paladin.
When a creature within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to. Oh, that is cool. Interception for fighting style. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus your proficiency bonus to a minimum of 0 damage. That's cool.
Whoa. You can be a guardian, dude. You can guard people from dying. Because Gwenton couldn't be guarded.
Then you could do the same thing, but instead of reducing the damage, you force them to do it at a disadvantage.
That's pretty epic.
Oh, but the blind fighting, that seems quite cool.
It is cool. Well, I mean, yeah, it's all up to you, my main man.
But when have we ever? We have been in Dark Vision before, haven't we?
You have been in darkness, yes, but usually you can just light a torch. Though, if you would be holding a shield and a sword, you wouldn't be able to hold a
Yeah.
torch.
Well,
Blindsight would definitely be more situational than something like interception, which is just like jump in and save your friend.
Yeah.
But it's up to whatever you'd think would be cool. But also, yeah, it would replace dark vision. It would be a better dark vision, in fact. Well, you only have a range of 10 feet as well, so
Yeah.
you know, up to you.
This okay. 1d10 plus your proficiency bonus. So for interception, I can do a minimum of 3 because level 5 is plus 3 for proficiency
Mhm.
bonus. Wait, no,
Yeah.
4 because 1d10 you can't get 0. The other
Yeah.
one I could just potentially stop the attack overall.
Mm.
But if it's like a really good creature with high attack, then
Yeah, I'd say yeah. I don't know which one would be better, to be honest. Protection is a base one, like it's from the player's handbook, while interception, I'm just looking at the stream now, at the different things you're choosing. Interception is from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, so it's more of a thing. Yeah, I don't know which one would be better, to be honest. I'm sure there's like a bajillion calculations you can do, but I'd say just go with your heart, my man. Also, is Johanna
yeah,
in?
since she's still in the
She's not in on my screen, but she's in on your screen for some reason. I don't think she's leveled up, though. I think she's asleep. Yeah. Whimsy's leveled up. God, level 5. We have gone from level 1 to level 5 successfully. Like, that's no small feat. Most campaigns, like, peter out before they reach, like, level 4. And we're gonna get to level 20, I bet you. 100%. Even though apparently the game is really bad at level 20.
Okay. On Reddit, people say interception is better. Like, I would say interception as there are other ways to give out disadvantage. So
Yeah.
I quite like that. Interception, I think.
Interception it is.
Mm,
Big Danny going in clutch.
yeah. Oh, Alright, so the highest I would want would be in strength, so 17.
Yeah.
Next.
Would you make your... Well, there's the feet there on the right. Wait, are you a human?
Oh wait, there's ability score improvement, not
This isn't... Yeah,
stats.
this is just the ability score improvement or the feet if you wanted.
What? Good feats for paladins. Right. ground combat, but we don't really use horses.
Yeah,
Magic.
be quite specific.
Senator. Oh yeah, you mentioned this. Yeah.
Yeah. That one's quite good. You can stop people with your opportunity attacks. I believe that's the one.
If an empty, next you can make melee attack against them. So I would just need to stand next to Henry, then. Yeah. Improve your AC if you carry shield.
That's you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sentinel is. Oh, I see. Yeah, Sentinel seems pretty epic.
Yeah, I think I might go with that one.
Yeah, and they even if they take the disengage action, which is literally the no opportunity attack
Yeah, then
action, you
still.
still get opportunity attacks.
Oh, open list. What's the alert one again? That's like gives you a +5 to.
That gives you like +5 to initiative and other things. I think it's quite good.
You can't be surprised while you're conscious. You gain +5 bonus to initiative. Other creatures don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being hidden from you.
Yeah. So basically, you can't be snuck up on, and you get extra initiative, which extra initiative is always good.
Yeah. I think I might go with the Senator for now.
Senator, more like genital. Oh. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Everyone's gonna leave my D&D game after that joke. Everyone's about to leave the server.
Imported Paladin.
Yeah, now
Wow,
you just need to
that's a
do.
lot of actions.
Oh my. Golly gosh! Oh, I think that's just because all the spells are set as prepared. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
just need to figure out what you have prepared.
Remove preparation. Remove. Can I like? No, I can't. Oh. I'm gonna set these private, so I think if I do something really cool, then I would think it. Oh, what's hell was on? They can't be frightened.
How many hit points did Quentin have? 32. Oh. How the fuck does Whimsy have 43 hit points? How does that work?
Whoa. Like,
I don't
she was
think it
doing
does
really
work,
well
I
with
think.
hit points, so she. What is
Yeah,
the
but level
hit die of?
5? 5 times 8 is only 40. Which means she'd have to roll at least. And then, what's her constitution? Her constitution's +3. So she would have had to roll at least like a 7 on each of the rolls. Which would be pretty unlikely. We'll see.
Are vampires hurt by holy water?
Yes.
Oh, wait. I don't know that yet.
I mean, well,
Damn
if
it.
you're a vampire hunting paladin, then you'd know.
Damn it. Religion. I just want to get a good. Boom. With an 18, do I know?
Yes, they hurt vampires. Why did you roll religion 3 times?
The first one's not good.
Also, you still don't have your ability scores actually put in, so you were rolling it with a +0. Oh no, you did have a plus. Oh, that's just because you're proficient in it. Oh
Ooh,
yeah.
18 AC.
Yeah, not bad. I'll have the highest AC in the game. Actually, what's Henry's AC? Henry's only 15. Pussy.
Loser.
Longsword.
So when
12.
you attack with, yeah. So right now I'm proficient in martial melee weapons, so that means that when I roll for attack, I add my strength and my proficiency. If I went
Yes.
proficient. Okay. Thank you. 20. Oh, nice.
Do you have a 20 in strength, you
No,
fucker?
no, sorry. Oh wait.
You can have a 20 in strength if you want.
Yes,
That is a
please.
possibility. Well, as in with your, because you have a 17, and what race are you?
I haven't figured that out yet.
All right, yeah. Well, depending on what race you are, like let's say you go with a half orc, I think they get +2 to strength. Put that +2 in there, and then you get your ability skill improvements at level 4, and then you just slap one into strength,
Oh,
and
yeah.
look at that. You now have 20 in strength.
Oh, but I use that for
Oh.
the.
Oh, you use that for the feat, yeah. Well, usually feats would come with a +1 to some ability, but the downside of Sentinel is because it's so good, they don't give
Yeah.
you a +1 to an ability.
I might have a magic item.
I don't think you do.
Thing is, though, I come from a tribe, and you said that.
What Gwenton does?
No,
Gwenton might.
this paladin comes from tribe, and it's a tradition that you said I can make up. That
Is
we
it
all
a
get
Furbolg
like
card?
a 20 in all our stats.
their tradition is that they're blessed by the dungeon master and they get 20s in all their stats. Wow. That's crazy.
I can tempted to just do tiefling, because if we kill off Henry and he comes back as tiefling, then that would be.
Oh my god. I swear to god, if you... Why did Hayden ask, did Gwenton fucking die? How does he know
Wait, how
this?
does he know that? Wait.
Also, why is the stream still on? We've been streaming for like
Wait, should I end
45
that,
minutes.
by the way?
Yeah, probably. Without you've been... Oh,
Bye, everyone.
Hayden
Thanks for
probably watched
watching.
the stream.